Hey, how's it going, universe? Welcome to another episode of Zoobox, a podcast about nonsense, much of which you're about to hear right away. How's it going, everybody?
Dan?
You could talk now.
I might be a little fucked up right now, honestly.
Oh, shit. This guy is high as a
Are you
kite.
deep? How deep are you?
I'm not even on the deep, so...
It's
You
like
know what I mean?
I've crossed the threshold of sorts.
No, I'm not even on the Delta 8 or Delta 17
Love
or
you.
something. So,
What are you on? You can't just bring it up and now not discuss it. What did you do?
I can't get into it, man.
Why?
You know? I'm just cooling, man. I'm just chilling.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Just chilling.
Dan is on prescription drugs confirmed. He's now a prescription. He's an opioid addict. It was only a matter of time, really. I mean, kind of relative to where you live. Only a matter of time.
I'm trying to master the ways of fentanyl, you know?
Just trying to get up in that fentanyl style. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'll join you.
No, I got that little bit of that Woodford.
Woodford Reserve. It's good stuff, you know. I haven't had it in a long time, but it's
Try
like,
it.
Put a little chocolate on your tongue, man.
Where did you get that from? A fucking YouTube video?
can you see
I
Dan?
just had some chocolate.
Dan's with
and
the
it just
spoon.
tasted good.
He's got a spoon and he's like melting the chocolate like heroin, and then he dips his tongue into it and he takes a sip.
Got it from a Twitter thread.
Yeah, I went to Mississippi last night, and I got like
Did you?
straight up fucked up.
What the hell are you
What's
doing
that?
in Mississippi?
You know, living, dude. And I went, and
Sound like Mike Tyson, man.
yeah, no, I fucking I went down there, and then I fucking hung out and stuff, and then I brought some stuff back, and it's like my brain literally feels like when you open like a nice can of Coke, and it's like that's what my brain's like, static.
Oh,
It's pretty
so
cool.
Good. Your brain's vibrating.
Yeah, man, space. You know, I can feel it.
Yeah,
I
wow.
can feel space.
Space and time, it's all
I
collapsing
thought
all
it would
around
be
you right
worn
now.
off. I thought it'd be worn off by now. I was mistaken.
Shit, watch out behind you. Oh, I'm just kidding. That's just a pig.
It's just a cow, Sean.
Or
That's
a
a
cow. It's a cow
That's
picture.
Milky, dude.
Milky?
Milk dud.
That's my friend
Milk dud.
Milky.
Milk dud. In the spirit of Christmas.
Yeah.
Milk dud.
It is Christmas time.
Or
I've been-
whatever.
I've been
Halloween.
listening to Christmas music.
Why?
You're fucked up.
The
I
fuck
love
is wrong with
Christmas.
you?
I'm a big fan.
Ryan, you look like a fucking wizard.
I look like a fat piece of shit.
No, you look like a wizard. You look like
I look
a
like
little...
I'm squatting in a house.
A little bit.
That's what I look like.
A little bit. You got some power tools behind you there.
Is that what that is?
You got you got a bed. You got a ladder.
He's you kind of look like the Tool Man from Tim Allen, Home Improvement, a little bit. Like you could be his helper. You know?
Like an elf.
No, like the helper from Home Improvement, like the assistant, his co-host.
Never seen that.
You never seen Home Improvement, bro?
You talking about the fat guy with the beard?
Yeah, yeah.
He's got a great
not-
voice.
He's not fat. He's just
Whatever happened to that guy?
he's like a woodsman, you know.
Oh,
Just
is that
burly,
what he does
burly. I think burly would be the right term.
Oh, he's
Burly.
like he does something. I think he's on like a Christian network or something now. He does like a game show or one of those
Yeah.
like fix it shows.
CTV,
TBN?
CTV shit.
Yeah, CTV or TBN. I
so
found
he
out
was
about
a-
Trinity Broadcasting.
Tuberculosis Network.
Trinity
he was a
Broadcasting.
legitimate, like, craftsman.
No,
An
No,
actor?
Brian.
no.
Oh my
Oh.
god. What do you-
No,
have
he
you
was
not
just like-
known Home Improvement.
Every-
Tim Allen.
I know, Dan.
Some
Buzz Lightyear.
producers sidled up to him. They said, "Hey, man, you know what people think you know a lot about? This is guy. These people are going to be like, oh, that guy, he clearly knows what he's talking about."
I mean, he's kind of got you Carpenter Jesus. It fits the mold, you know.
Yeah.
It fits.
Well, when I was up in Atlanta for Chapala Day, we watched a lot of TBN, Trinity Broadcasting Network. I think it's Mike Huckabee's I think
Why would
either
you do that?
it's very heavily involved, very high.
Why would you do that?
It was very high.
Did you guys kiss each other?
Oh yeah, just a little. No, well,
Like,
Eskimo
smooches.
kisses. Eskimo kisses.
Who do you
Nothing-
think
we didn't
between
cross
the
any
two
lines?
would like be the aggressor? Who would control who?
What do you mean in like a gay tryst?
Yeah,
Like
who would
if
have
I had a
more
secret
ground
gay
time?
tryst with my friends,
Yeah.
So,
You
so
think
I'm
you
gonna-
could control
Probably
them?
it would probably be Big Paul. Big
You
Paul
think you could
would
hold
be
them down?
who?
oh, he's a jackhammer, dude. Paul's power. He's all power.
He's all power. Yeah,
He
he's
just
all
wants to
just
dominate
ferocious.
that whole. But like, see, like the true dominant one is the one who submits. You know what I mean? Like that's what our government thinks. Like, yeah, you know,
Yeah.
you just
Oh,
gotta
man.
be submissive.
About 5 minutes in, we got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Trinity, like watching like a channel that is literally just like a vanity project for Mike Huckabee and I guess his friends, like, because they all have shows. They're all, it's like Christian ministry stuff.
Dude, they're fucking chilling.
I
man. They're
watched
having
their
probably the time of
entire
their life.
dude. I watched their entire primetime block until it started playing again.
Are they
Was
good
it awesome?
performers? They could put on a good show.
No,
Oh,
I mean you kind of. It's
I
like I wasn't watching it ironically. I was curious because Mike Huckabee's got like his own Tonight Show situation where he literally goes out and does like jokes, does like a monologue, then sits down at a desk and people and his friends come out and he interviews them.
Yeah, it's sick.
Every
man.
Sunday?
That sounds like what we do.
It's like Saturday.
ZBN. That's what we should do. ZBN.
Yeah, it would be great if we.
Z-Box-
I think
Z-Box Nation.
dare I say, guys, I think we would be not exactly the personality and charisma void that that Mike Huckabee is. That man's like it's like watching a like fun and it's like being sucked into a black hole. It's really it's
You
a
think
sight to
they're funny?
behold, dude.
You
Like
think they're funny.
you can't.
Trying to smash on my man Mike because he's like he
My
loves
man-
God.
My man
Blasphemer.
Mike Huckabee. All of the commercials too, though, it's funny because it's like all Christian and Catholic. Seemed like more like orientated to like kind of general Southern Christian, but like
Also known as GSC.
all of his infomercials he did were all to raise money for Israel. All because like
That's
they
good.
didn't have like regular commercials. All of the commercials were just advertisements for their own programs and like buying tote bags and stuff. Like you know how PBS will do like their drives once a year, like
Oh, yeah,
the
the
phone banks and
non-drive
stuff.
drives.
Yeah, so or NPR does the same thing. They have that kind of
very
vibe the whole time because they have no like outside people that like buy commercial time and stuff.
Yeah, but
It's
they
interesting.
aren't they funded by the federal government?
Who?
NPR and PBS.
NPR's is well
So
that's
is
states,
PBS.
that's taxes. PBS is public broadcasting. They are donations, I believe. I think that's all
I think
donations.
They both get federal tax subsidies. They're public works. They're public.
Maybe it's possible.
I'm pretty sure.
Dude,
Man.
NPR is like I forgot how that world what it's like
Oh, yeah.
to be in that world. I just started listening to it again. It's just like wow.
Yeah,
this
and then
is
they literally
amazing.
they straight up tell you that like if you don't donate enough, we're just gonna do this more.
yeah,
Like
we'll do another
like
drive.
They threaten their
This
audience.
is the
like,
drive, so we don't have to do the normal drive.
yeah, so like if you could just get it on this drive, you just get
That's
this tote
wild.
bag, $600 tote bag. Who wouldn't want it? It says NPR on it. It's beautiful.
Get a
Was
Rubik's
it
cube.
sick? Was it a sick tote bag though? Did it look cool?
No,
at
they're,
least? Like,
it's like you get from. It's not even as good as going to the Scholastic Book Fair.
oh, dude, I used to love those things,
It's-
man.
Oh, amazing! I don't know if they do
They-
those. They,
Oh,
I don't know
yeah,
if they
they-
still do that.
Hey, dude, state-run propaganda, dude. Now it's just a bunch of black fags just banging each other in the butt.
Well,
That's
the,
all.
the Scholastic Book Fair. Where I
Huh?
can buy like slime hands and stick them against the wall. and
Oh,
shit.
I mean, I
what the
actually
fuck are
like
you
to buy.
talking about?
Yeah, dude, what do you think Scholastic Book Fair is? You buy fucking
Captain
Books.
Underpants.
yeah books, like books. That's
Yeah,
why
like-
most.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sorry that you obviously couldn't read at that age, but
What do you
yeah,
mean? You could get like Huck Finn and stuff when I was a kid. You could get all
not
that.
anymore, buddy.
I don't-
That book has been banned by the entire
like I
country.
said, it's pretty fucking hilarious. It's pretty hilarious that they've been overtaken by Joe Biden sycophants.
I
you know
think
I
what
mean?
you're trying to do is spread domestic terrorism, and I'd appreciate if you
Hon-
stop. going after the
honestly,
public
if they spread a little bit more domestic terrorism, it might be a safer country.
I'm just
Oh,
saying,
man.
if a couple guys, a couple patriots want together, they want to go down in a truck and they want to go down to the Capitol. I mean, if that's what they got to do, that's what they got to do. Okay, this
Yeah.
country's got to be
Okay,
saved.
Okay, Fed Boy. That's
I know. I
literally
got
like
my
shit-
I got my Fed boy haircut now.
Oh, dude,
totally-
that's what people on Twitter like. Anytime someone makes public statements of violence, they're like "fucking
Fed,
Fed."
Fed.
Like that's the new That's the new
It's
thing.
probably a good
Right
thing.
or left?
It's a good thing. No, the right.
No,
That's all on the
It's
right.
the right wing. Left wing's like, yeah, fucking do it, dude. Because they're not chasing them, you know. They're not chasing these people through the streets. I don't know if you saw, Patriot. If you do promo code Patriot90, you get 3 free months of Fox Nation. And
Are you all in on Patriot Purge Week? Is that all week?
No.
Is that all week?
Yeah,
Tucker
it's all
Carlson
week.
thing?
Yeah, I want it because I think I already knew all this stuff because I'm smart and I actually do my research. So nothing was shocking in the first episode, but it's cool. You can get an app for your TV, so that's cool. No, I'm not on the PlayStation though. They're not really trying to hit the younger demographic, fucking morons.
The Fox Nation? Is it because is it on TV or is it only on Fox Nation?
It's only on Fox Nation.
Okay, because I was curious. I thought maybe they
So-
would do like an episode of nights or something during his primetime spot, but no.
What do you
No,
mean you can't get it on your TV?
Huh?
You
I
said
just
you can't get it on TV?
You can't get the app on. You have to. It's an app.
Oh, on PlayStation. That's what you said.
Yeah, PlayStation. So you would think they would try to catch a wider.
Not Patriots,
audience.
dude. Not Patriots.
Yeah, but they
Oh,
might have
fine.
tried. For whatever reason, LG doesn't have NFL Sunday tickets. Ridiculous.
Oh yeah, that's probably some. fucking-
Outrageous.
Yeah, I mean they have whatever TV I have, the Fire Stick TV thing. It works, you
Oh,
know.
the
But
Fire
I got
Stick,
it on there and it worked. And I tried it out. I watched the first episode. It's
Wow.
aight. It's aight. You know, I mean,
Is
but
it- This is good as Squid Games.
almost as good as Squid Games. It's almost there. It is kind of like this interesting perspective, though, is when you're watching. Like, if you didn't know any of this stuff, it might be shocking. But I really doubt someone who's gonna go watch this stuff doesn't know.
Yeah, but is the purpose for it to educate you, or is the purpose for it to educate more of a mainstream audience? Because you're
Propaganda.
Not really mainstream.
It's for normies. It's
Yeah,
for-
so it's-
yeah.
It's
But
it's calculated.
it's you have it's the counter narrative to the establishment, or the established narrative. So it's good that it's out there. It's basically setting it up, and some things I didn't know. There was a couple things, that I was not aware of. They had some insider information, like behind the scenes stuff of people setting up, and it's very limited, mind you. But they do show a couple scenes where Ali, the guy that started the Stop the Steal rally stuff,
Oh, Piranha.
was coordinating, like having conferences or whatever, just planning the event that happened on January 6th. And they were supposed to go to another place called Lot 8, and then they had an ex-agent provocateur, expert guy. And he's like, yeah, this is pretty clear that, this is something that was aggravated. And then there is, and the biggest piece of information is that there was a little bit of tension, some shoving, but they all stopped. Everyone calmed down, and they were just standing there. And then that's when cops started flowing flashbangs, smoke bombs, the doors opened up from the bottom. The guys came out and started pushing them and stuff or whatever. So it had de-escalated. Everyone was just chilling. And then from this framing is showing that people were throwing bombs, and then a dude climbed up to the thing and he got pushed off by a cop from 15 feet, yada yada yada, and that kind of caused it to spiral. And by the time people already got up there, it was all broken and stuff.
And he
So,
landed on his feet.
I mean 15 feet, yeah, it would
He's
hurt.
part cat, dude.
Part cat.
Well, there's one
dog.
that I think it just came out on HBO. Is that 4 Hours at the Capitol or something?
Oh, I can't.
So
even
it's kind of
watch
like, I think, like you said, it's the counter. It's the other side of the Patriot Purge. That's why it's kind of I don't know why people are losing their minds that this Patriot Purge thing is coming out. And you're just well, there is 10 documentaries about the other side of it. I think you'll be fine. If there's one source of counter information, I think everybody will be okay.
Oh, it's just getting angry thing. They just want people to be mad and fearful and say that it's whatever. It's whatever. We all know the fucking end game. They just don't. They want to fucking win elections. They want to keep their power, and they'll do anything to do it. So if they see you as a threat to that, then they'll take you out.
Really?
And they get into a little bit of the January. Yeah, look at the January 6th defendants, the treatment of them. I think it's pretty apparent. They're still in, like, for trespassing charges, still in jail.
Is it going to highlight any of the post January 6th stuff, or is it all?
I mean, this was just setting it up. I think it's 3 episodes, so it's about an hour and a half. I think everything probably together. It was 30 minutes was the first episode, so I would imagine.
Oh, really? They're only 30 minutes each?
Yeah.
I don't watch things that are under 7 hours.
I know, right?
I'm sorry.
I mean, there was a little bit of a disappointment, but then it is that still stuck in that headspace of.
Well, that's what. Does it feel like something that's made for like network television?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
like,
that's
absolutely.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean,
100%.
But I guess
like,
that's
cheesy reenactments, and you're like,
Really?
no.
They can do reenactments.
When they like show Brian Sicknick like getting bludgeoned to death, like when it was all came out that he died from natural causes later, but they did a little It's not very. I mean, like, listen. It's not HBO, okay? It's not fucking HBO. HBO will fund Q Into the Storm, but they won't fund like the other side. Like it is what it is. It's basically the CTV version of HBO.
Yeah, I mean, well, Q Into the Storm. I think. I mean, that started production way before any of that stuff happened, and then it ends up just being. Honestly, as a documentarian, they're probably like, "Oh, nice! This is like a nice little button on the end of this because we have like an ending." It gave them an ending as a filmmaker, right?
I guess they're all trash. They're all fucking got their little narrative waves. That's why you got to watch like Alex Jones 24/7 on loop.
Just bring it in.
Take it
Just
in.
yeah, like get in a VR headset type thing and just fully immerse yourself in the info war. Okay.
Oh, what did you guys think of the metaverse shit from Zuck?
I don't even know what it is.
I saw
look
part.
into it.
Honestly, I was gonna watch the video and I was gonna do it during a nightcap, so I never watched it, and then I never did a nightcap, so I never got around to watching it. But I saw like what it was. I saw like people talking about it.
So is Facebook literally no more? It's going to be called Meta. Meta.
That's the company's name. The company won't be called
Oh,
Facebook.
okay.
The
So they're gonna.
big
Yeah, I
company will
gotcha.
be called. Yeah, the father company, the parent company will be called Meta. It's kind of like Alphabet and Google. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, so Meta will be the parent company, and then they're going to do the. I mean, why Zuckerberg wants to submit himself to this ridicule? Like, why do these people still keep doing this shit? Like, sometimes, like when I watch, like the gaming guys, they come out and do their weird, like cheesy shit. It's like, hey, now it's kind of endearing in a little bit, but at the same time, like hire professional actors, get your shit done, like put out a good product.
Oh, you mean when you watch like E3 presentations and stuff, and the producers
Yeah,
come
it's
out
like,
and they kind of awkwardly walk through a script? Yeah, I mean, but that's kind of for those people, that's their moment. Like they work really hard on that stuff. That's their
I don't give
moment
a
to
fuck.
be vain
I don't give
and
fuck them.
get
Fuck
the glory.
Them. Fuck them.
Get the glory a
No.
little bit.
Yeah, the guy that did it right was the God of War guy. They had a documentary. He had a person. He was like a personable. He had character. He had feeling.
Some people are just better at
if
it.
if you're autistic, you should not be on film. Like you should not be like putting yourself out there.
You should just shut up and just
No, but,
swim
like,
in
if
your
you're trying to
millions.
sell a
Macaulay
product.
Culkin made great. Home Alone was fantastic.
Is he autistic?
No.
Okay.
Well, I saw like because isn't the whole thing like because they really want to push this kind of virtual space
it's
stuff,
VR.
like
It's
VR,
You'll have
Zoom
your own-
calls, like you're gonna have an
you'll have your own
avatar,
home.
Ready Player One
Yeah.
stuff, right? Like Ready Player One, it's like Second Life
Yeah.
writ large.
Remember PlayStation Home?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We could
That
be
was my
headed down to
fucking
the
jam,
club.
dog.
You're in there trying to type, fucking
Yeah.
using the goddamn thing on the
Go to the
screen.
bowling alley, fucking bowl up with a couple chicks, fucking hang out.
Oh man, dude.
On PS4, there's tons of those. At least they used to have them where they have like because home no longer exists, but
No.
you can
years
do.
ago.
There's home-like games where you can go to like casinos,
Yes.
and you can basically have a very similar experience.
You know, I have a casino game on my RG351B, and
Wow.
it's the same exact experience.
Fucking
Me,
waste of
I-
fucking money.
the guy even talks to me. Why? I mean, I'm sorry. I have fun. I was playing Paper Mario.
Yeah, I
last
love it,
night,
dude.
know.
I've been
Yeah,
playing,
I'm good.
Mario's sick.
Playing through Final Fantasy IV Advance.
And you
play
got
tons
7
of-
on there?
Yeah, 7's on there, but I have 7
Yeah.
on like every platform.
Sean, how many times have you played Final Fantasy? VII?
I've never beaten Final Fantasy IV or 6.
How many times have you played 7?
We're headed into like the 15 to 20 range.
Yeah, that's at least 100 hours of a roll through. Probably.
No, once you know the game as well as I do, you can play it in like 20 hours. If you just like mainline the plot, you could beat it in 20
Yeah.
hours. Yeah.
Huh.
It's
Well,
all the other stuff. It's the world exploration. Like when you play it and you don't know what you're doing, it takes forever.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think it's a great travel device. It's probably one of the best travel devices you could have.
It's good
No,
for
but like, let's be real.
It's good for when you're
Like-
watching movies you've seen a million times. You're chilling out on the couch. I'll throw on
Yeah,
Tetris,
yeah.
dude. I'll just throw on
Yep.
Tetris. I've been
Have you
playing.
had 3D Tetris yet? Have you gone to
No,
the
I haven't done the
board?
Virtual Boy. I've been playing
What
Tetris
the
DX,
fuck?
Game Boy Color,
What the fuck?
Game Boy
What the
Color.
fuck?
Because I just wanted to play regular Tetris. It's been a long
No,
time.
Sean.
And I was
This
playing
is
Tetris Effect.
life-changing.
I was playing Tetris Effect,
Life-changing.
and I was like, "This is too much. I want just
Oh.
regular Tetris." And then
They're making a new Tetris Effect.
well, there is.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, there's Tetris Effect is now a new thing now. Like you can play multiplayer and all
Yeah,
sorts of.
they're
going
gonna
to
do Tetris Mass Effect, I think, where you're gonna be able to play Shepard.
Shepard.
Wow.
It's gonna be
You have to
Shepard
save the
shooting
galaxy
blocks.
yeah.
from the gas.
And like, and every time you fucking like you fuck up or something, like one of your companions
Yeah, dude.
dies.
Your galactic readiness goes
You're like,
down.
I wonder, that would be pretty, actually, maybe an interesting way to try to incorporate Tetris into a different type of RPG element to it. I don't know if it would be possible.
What? Just put Tetris in another video game? Like a character
No,
go
no,
up
like
to
it would, but make it like integral to the point. Like,
How
to the
about
game.
this? It's third person, and you go town to town playing Tetris.
Actually, Dan would love that, dude.
In
like if he
VR.
could go,
In
yeah,
VR,
dude,
hey,
meta,
I might,
the metaverse.
I might,
it's
I
happening.
might sign up for Metaverse just to get in and be like, challenge some Asian kids.
Yeah, you could be the metaverse Tetris champion. You go to different metaverses, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Where's your guy? Where's he at?
I have a-
Oh, he's at
I
that
have
fake
a-
pizza parlor. Excuse me, guys. I'm gonna go grab a
Yeah.
virtual slice, some
So
virtual
they're
Pepsi.
creating virtual spaces.
Yeah, Ryan.
So is there
It's,
such thing? Do you think this such thing already exists? Because you have like VR.
Yeah, it
no, they're
does.
building out an
think-
entire new economy. It's going to be in a new economy. It's going to be like Life 2 or whatever that game is.
But do you
And-
think Second Life? Do you think there's like
Yeah.
virtual violence? Like people are physically trying to grab other avatars?
Dude,
and
it's gonna
people-
happen.
It's like an issue.
It's going to happen. People have already talked about this stuff in virtual in VR stuff, where they're like they kind of like assaulted me. Like they brushed their hand against my virtual breast. I'm not. Oh man, I gotta see if I can find the story because that was a
Did
real
you-
story from like a couple
Oh
years
my
ago.
god!
Did you see the? Oh yeah, dude. There's gonna be like hate speech laws. Like you can be banned from your job because it's gonna be a job-based economy too. So like instead of some I was reading some businesses like some tech businesses are already offering you can show up to work in VR. Like Google's gonna be
That's
doing
fucking
test runs.
stupid.
Facebook. Like you can show up in VR, and as long as you're there, dude, some guy's gonna stick that shit on his dog just to try to act like he's at work and just lock him in the room. And the dog's just gonna be like sitting there, and the guy's gonna, and everyone's gonna walk up to him like, Bill, what are you doing, man? Like you're just sitting on the ground. Like,
Okay, so Michael has entered the chat. Michael has entered the chat. So Michael, we're talking about right now. We're talking about the new
What's up?
the Facebook metaverse where you're gonna have like your entire VR life. Are you in? Are you gonna jack into? You're
No,
gonna
I'm not into that, and
Dude.
I honestly disagree. I disagree that it's ever going to be like taking off like what you guys think.
you don't think in like
I don't think it's ever going to be that popular.
oh, you're
Virtual?
fucking high,
dude,
Michael.
as soon as you can do VR, like putting on a pair of glasses, which will happen, I guarantee you, they're already
Yeah,
halfway
but
there.
why would anyone want to do that?
Because it's gonna be like a way to be like live
Mike,
a
Mike,
weird
you know-
life.
It's already a
Mike-
thing where there's already established like social spaces. What is that
I
fucking
know, but what does it
game?
offer that
Mike,
that I can't get
social.
right now in this life?
What you sound like is Robert Craigman in 1997 when he said the
No,
internet
Dan,
will never
Dan,
work.
Dan, it's not like it's not about like yeah. I'm sure there was a lot of crazy ideas that didn't work.
Okay,
I just
all
don't
right.
think. I'm
It's
not
like-
saying that it's not going to work in the sense of like it's not going to function highly. I'm saying that people aren't just. I think there will be like.
The public interest won't be there.
I don't think the majority of public interest.
Like,
Well-
have
well,
you ever
think
played
about-
a VR
be
game?
into it.
Have you ever played a VR game?
I'm just saying I don't think the
No,
majority.
but have
will.
you? I'm just asking if you have.
Yes, I have.
Was it at least a different experience than a normal video game?
Yes, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
It was,
and
yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not saying that. Yeah, I don't know if everyone's gonna be want to do it 24 hours a day, but what I'm saying is it's the extension of the physical world. That's the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is to where, look at what we're doing right now. If I would have told you 30 years ago that you're going to be able to sit out, hang out with your friends, and be able to see each other when you live in different parts of the world or the country, and like people would think you're crazy.
They would have called you
like-
a devil worshiper, and they would have cast you out
They're
of
going to
the
be
village.
like, why? Why would you do that? Why would you want to hang out with people you don't even live near? Like those are the things that people can't comprehend until it's a part of like the bigger zeitgeist, the bigger picture.
I think it'll
So,
be because aren't they
I don't know.
weren't they like the big selling point was like, oh, you can like people that work at home, like you can feel like you're in a physical space and be with your
There's
coworkers.
that, no,
and-
because they want to lock you in a pod.
no, I know that. I know.
And they want to be able to like,
I think it's kind of
fucking-
freaky.
Well,
it's a little
that's
freaky.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not
gonna
going
do it.
into it.
I'm gonna do it because
Listen,
I'm not
if we
missing that
all
Radiohead
had-
concert in Finland.
What if we all had a VR headset right now and we could just teleport ourselves into a room and we were just looking at each other? That'd be pretty cool.
I wouldn't
I
be
think
there.
we need to dominate the virtual
I'll be there
podcast
fucking
market.
physical.
My
You
avatar
need to be physical.
my avatar is gonna
I'm
be black.
saying.
I'm gonna be a black Sean for the first time in my life and live out my dreams. Okay,
And then
I'm
all
gonna
of a
be a
sudden you
basketball
just keep-
player in there.
Hey,
Okay.
Sean.
Keep
Sean,
getting harassed by the police.
Yeah.
Like black people like sign up to be white police officers, and then like everybody just like
Just
starts
chaos
fucking-
ensues.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what's going on right now. We're just
Too many
I-
black
why
people.
not-
are
why
I've
black
not?
already done that
ops.
in a virtual world.
What?
Made myself black. I've already done that.
Oh, me
So,
too.
That's
Really?
true.
100%.
Actually, he's not even
hasn't?
kidding. He looked like
Yeah, but
you know
who
you were
hasn't?
kind of like Colin Kaepernick before Colin Kaepernick with that big fro and stuff. I remember your avatar.
Are you talking about the NBA? You're talking about?
Remember his
What the fuck is
PS
it called?
his PlayStation
NBA
avatar.
Oh yeah, yeah. But Michael, remember when we were kids? We'd make all those basketball players.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure-
yeah. And football players, like I made a football player named Mike Jermaine that was black and had dreads.
I'm pretty sure Mike has also played a character in a film, and he was called Black Jesus.
That's true.
Yeah, so Mike is
Yeah.
basically a guaranteed.
When I play third-person action
Thank you,
games
man.
and I can create a character, I like to make an Asian because I want him to be like a Jackie Chan or like a Jet Li.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's awesome.
I do stuff like that too, like what I want like certain people to look like, or like in certain games.
Yeah.
You like to role play, as they say. You like to get into it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fun for like
I love that.
when you pay attention to it for like a minute and then you just start playing the game.
Yeah,
you normally
like
do.
Red Dead Redemption, like make your guy look in whatever kind of way you want to.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
you can online. Yeah.
Yeah.
Online, you can, yeah.
What I wonder why they haven't incorporated that into a game like in Red Dead. Like if you could be a black guy, like you could harass more or something.
Well, they did in
Like, you
Mafia
just get-
3.
Do they?
Remember
You get-
Mafia 3 when you would walk
That
around
game
town?
was so trash. It
Well,
was such
it's
trash.
I wouldn't say
Great
it's
first 6 hours.
I wouldn't say it was completely trash, but it just got tedious, got repetitive.
It's set out.
I couldn't
they put
finish
a
it.
lot
I mean-
of effort into the first bit of the game, and obviously something happened.
After the 15th guy in a truck with a rebel
Oh.
flag on the back of it calls me the N word, you're like, okay, well, let's get some variety here, fellas.
No,
Like,
then you'd know. But you'd be like, well, maybe this is just how black people felt. Well, just another day.
well, I'm
that's
just talking
called-
about like
that's
script.
called- That's called desensitization. Desensitization.
That's what it's called.
Desensitization.
You
That's
heard
what
these
it's
words?
called.
You heard these words, man?
Guy, listen, dude. I got really, 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 really fucked up on some brownies, and I watched
Right.
Mindhunter yesterday. Yesterday.
The show Mindhunter? Mindhunter?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
And I watched every fucking episode.
How many episodes?
Is
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 it two
that?
seasons?
Like 20. It's like 20. I was awake for like 20 hours. basically.
Is it two seasons?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. You ever seen Mindhunter on Netflix?
No, I've seen it.
I don't know why you asked
I
me
didn't know if
this
they came up with a third. Well, because I didn't know if it
Well,
was,
now
if
they're
they-
actually
Ah.
they're finally talking about doing a third season right now. The reason it didn't happen was like
Yeah.
David Fincher kind of got bored. That's
Is
really
that
what
the
happened.
FBI one?
Yeah, the FBI profiler. It's like semi
It's-
loosely based on a true person.
How can you leave me with the BTK situation? Like, I can't forgive him. Like, if you're telling me it's because he was bored, like that's kind of like fucking bullshit.
Well, they're
But
talking
then
about right
again,
now. They're
whatever.
talking about coming back. The cast has said like they are hearing things about like get you some time, put some time aside for Mindhunter season 3, and they all really love doing the show, so they most
I
likely
mean,
will.
it really is a great show. But you gotta really enjoy the process. Like I just been watching nothing but psychoanalysis videos, and just like I'm like sometimes I got so fucking high. I'm like, am I a serial killer? I live alone.
I enjoy art.
I have emotional problems. I love art, as you can tell.
These are
I don't have any regressive sexual fantasies though. Like anything that's like deeply weird, you know?
Yeah.
Like honestly,
You're not
like,
jerking off with
nothing
pantyhose
crazy.
and
Are your
stuff.
testicles
Yeah.
swollen, full of sperm right now, dude?
What? Why?
Yeah. Are you swole?
I'm always swole.
Are your balls swole, sir?
Are your balls swole, dude?
I'm working them out, dude. No, I
Are
got
they
them drained last night.
So swole that they're vibrating. Are you
No,
giving
I-
up everything since you're a Christian now? A good old Christian man.
Just swollen.
What are you
man.
giving up now?
Everything, dude. I'm everything. Drinking,
He's offering his
smoking.
body up to God. Only
Yeah.
God can make him come.
Yes. You know. But I
Only
have to
God
do it.
makes me come now.
I have to sit on a cross and just ride it.
Oh God, take control of my hand.
Yeah.
I've
With
given
the
myself over to God so completely. If I jack off 4 times a day, it is His will.
I
It's
mean,
his
there is a
will.
little bit of there is that little bit of denial though. You're like, at least he'll forgive me. You know, it's always it's the shame. The shame is if maybe there's one maybe like a little bit of shame. You know,
Yeah.
I've always been a shame comer. You know.
Well,
Something
so
like that.
okay, well that's
97.
isn't that like a serial killer thing?
No, but like not like degrade. I don't like to be degraded or anything like that. Like that's not fun.
I feel like 95% of men have shame after they come.
I think even during like regular sex, unless you love the person you're with.
Not all the
you know.
time. I don't always have that shame.
Really? When
Sometimes
the
I'm
when
like,
the
man,
fog clears and you're
Like so, Mike, you've never watched some shit and been like, man, I need to fucking go to church. I need to see God. Like,
yeah, I have, but I don't.
what
I,
is
don't I don't feel ashamed after. Sometimes,
Mike,
it's not
what's
like-
the weirdest thing you've ever watched that you were like, wow?
Squid.
I need to fucking
He's
get my
like
life together.
he's like
Oh, I've
Squid
never
Game
really
porn.
Watched anything weird like that?
Squid Game
What do you
porn.
mean? Well, what's the thing that's brought shame to you? Like what?
No,
are you
that's what I'm
talking, like,
saying.
anal
I
or
know.
something?
I'm saying it. I'm saying it. Like it always. Like not every time it brings. Ryan's saying like every. Like Ryan's saying like every time you do that you feel shameful after. I'm
yeah,
saying.
there's always like a
No,
side.
I don't always feel.
Mike, do you
shameful
get
after
jazzed
that.
after? What do? You get jazzed after? You all excited?
I mean,
Like-
it just
like, yeah.
depends, Dan. I'm just. It just depends, but.
So what's like? What's your? Is it like neutral? Is it like a neutral thing for you? You kind of just like get it done, you clean up, and you just go about your day, like type thing.
Well, no,
like
I'm saying it
business?
just depends. It depends. It's different. Like it's
Yeah,
not,
sometimes
you
it's just utility driven. It's like I gotta drop this load and get it
So, like,
fucking out of
Yeah.
me. I gotta get this
Sometimes it
evil
is
away.
Like that, yeah.
So do you have to like walk in? You like to sneak in with your headphones into the bathroom? You gotta like lock it and stuff, and then like because I know because there's
Fucking
no
wears
way.
headphones.
There's no way.
Ooh,
He
nobody
can
here
do that in
wears
that-
headphones.
While we watch porn, I don't know.
Ryan, how do you think I masturbate when I'm at your place? Like I gotta wear headphones. I gotta be discreet.
Well,
Alright,
dude,
you
you
Just
gotta
put
pick
the
and choose your
captions on,
terms.
dude. Just turn it down and put
Yeah,
the
but-
captions on.
Yeah, but no, I'm not saying because you never know. You guys come out to get some water. It was a very big area. Like the bathroom's not in a strategic location.
Well,
like you just gotta do what you gotta
What
do.
blanket were you using?
Blanket? No, dude, I do it right into the good old toilet, man. I just drop it
Ryan,
in.
you
drop
gotta
the
watch
bombs.
out, man. Watch how he doesn't like doing it on some towel or
Come
Do you
something.
on.
remember Curb Your Enthusiasm? When he
What?
thinks when he lets the black family like he gets married and he thinks the black dude came on his towels
Yes.
or his sheets or something. It is so fucking funny. He's like, did you? And
I
he's
get
like,
no. He's like, I gets
Larry.
mine, Larry. I gets mine.
Yeah, I guess mine.
That's JB Smooth.
Larry.
JB Smooth. And the family is a black family, and their name is the Blacks.
And they're from like
Florida.
Katrina.
Yeah, or they're from
right?
Louisiana.
No,
yeah.
Louisiana.
It was
New
from
Orleans.
It was the
New
Katrina.
Orleans.
It was when all that Katrina stuff was happening, and it was an episode about them taking like refugees, basically like displaced people.
Yeah, that's
It's very
awesome.
funny. Man, you remember? Then Larry ends up getting
but a
married
really
to one of
hot
them.
one. Really hot one. He gets like a really hot ass.
Yes, Vivica A. Fox, dude.
Damn, dude, I would fucking.
There was a time, especially Independence Day. She's the stripper mom.
Yeah, but dude,
Stripper
even
scene in that movie.
her,
Yeah, very brief.
like 2 seconds, like she spins around a pole for like literally like 3 seconds.
I remember
and
I
walks
didn't
up
see
to
that until I was a man. Like I was always like, mom and dad always be like, you can't look away.
Sean, we all know what our childhood like first naughty movie was. Obviously, Road Trip. What was yours?
Yeah, Road Trip was definitely probably one of them.
My
No,
first, like, with-
Excalibur, kind of.
Sex and boobs and stuff.
Yeah, like that movie where like you're pausing.
Yeah,
when
no,
I was
that
pausing,
movie
dude.
where you're fucking.
I can remember the first time I ever watched
No,
like sex
no.
with a movie. It was Pamela Anderson
Oh,
and
what?
some dude, and it's called like Snapdragon, I think. It's like this made for cable movie from like the early 90s. And I thought forever, like, so he grabs Pamela Anderson, he hikes up her dress. She's wearing one of those 90s like nice one-piece summer dresses, which things are fucking hot as hell.
Yeah.
And he takes down her panties and he's screwing her against the wall for years. For like when I was a kid, I was like, dude, he's fucking that chick in the butt. Like, I remember I went and told Mike's brothers. I told Mike's brothers about it, and I was just like, yo, yeah, I was staying at this kid's house, and we were watching this thing, and he's fucking some chick in the butt. I must have been like 10, 8.
I
something
can
like that.
imagine, but then again, see, that just shows your logic, though. Like, that is a logical conclusion. Kids are very logical. They're like, of course.
Yeah.
There's nothing else behind back there.
I thought it was awesome. I was
butt.
like, this is great. This is awesome. And ever since then, that's been my serial killer fetish. Fucking
Mike,
chicks in
what
the
was
butt.
yours?
Well, it's probably like Road Trip or something, or
Yeah, we probably exposed you. We-
WrestleMania. What's the one with the two guys that go around in the
Ready to
Wrestle-
Ready to
Rumble.
Rumble.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no boobs or anything. There's no nudity in that. It's a PG-13 film, sir. It's a family movie. That was a family
Well,
film in our house.
Is it kind of raunchy?
I think so.
No, not sexually raunchy. I mean, like,
What's
there's.
the-
Sean, to the Germain household, that movie would be banned. 100%.
I don't remember it being that. It was PG-13 like comedy.
Well, Roadhouse or American Pie. It was either Roadhouse or American Pie. Or
American
that one.
Pie.
American Pie had,
might be
you know,
it.
obviously Shannon Elizabeth. That was
Ugh.
definitely something I would have seen as a child, as a boy.
God, I miss misogyny. Can we go back?
Can we go back
so
to
much better.
when we could just be like, "Yo, how good was it? Ah, movie's
Dude,
okay,
they're
but that
never
chick's
making the
tits
Show me
were
your
great."
tit. Show me your tits, bitch. You want this role? Show me your tits. That's what I want again.
You want to be in this movie?
They can't even make a movie like American Pie, like about like true nature of like high schooler. Like they could never do that.
High school boys, because now everybody's like a fucking.
Yeah, but that's how they
Suppressing
It's like a
their
high
hormones.
high school boy's dream.
Yeah, but they won't even make that nowadays. Like they're so scared to make like.
Dude, you want to see like
reality.
like as crazy as something like American Pie or Road Trip might have felt at the time. Go back in the '80s and go watch like Porky's. Go
Or
watch
what about-
Revenge
I've
of the
seen
Nerds.
those.
Go watch Revenge of the Nerds. Revenge of the
Fast
Nerds.
Times at Ridgemont High, dude. That shit's
Fast Times at
ridiculous.
Ridgemont High. That was a little bit more serious, right? That was a little more of like a
I
drama.
feel like I live where they filmed Porky. To be honest, a fucking swamp. That's what I
Well,
feel
like,
like. I feel
dude-
like Porky was like filmed in Florida. I guarantee it.
Porky's.
Had to have been.
I don't know
Yeah.
if it was. I know Kim Cattrall took her blouse off, and it was everybody loved it.
Yeah,
we
well,
all loved it.
Porky's had the scenery, like the landscape. It looks too much like where I live.
Miami,
It's got to be in
Florida.
Florida.
Yeah, Miami.
Miami. Okay, but it just looks like a fucking swamp that I live in, and
That was like
you don't
every.
you don't like your swamp?
Yeah. no, not really.
Why not,
Mike, you're
man?
itching to get out of there, huh?
Yeah, I want to get out of here. Yeah, I don't want to. I want to like move out. Well, I just move out of this town somewhere else in Florida. Like I live in a swamp, dude.
Oh, how was the fucking the wedding? Just
It was
thinking.
good.
I'm like
Yeah, I
Shrek,
tried-
dude.
I tried calling you because I was trying to get you to watch the UFC. I was like, "What the fuck
I was
is
at the
going
wedding.
on?"
What
I was
wedding?
so mad at you. I was
got
like,
married?
"Dude, this is a fucking epic." Joseph,
Oh, is that this weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
you guys drove up or flew up?
No, we flew up.
Wait, so you didn't take American Airlines, I'm guessing, or Southwest? What'd you take?
No, I took JetBlue, but it was a bunch of bullshit.
Why?
Oh, is that why
Because,
you were
dude,
talking
I'm-
about the mask mandates? Is that why you sent that
Yeah.
message? Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
come on, dude.
I get it.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
can I just say something? Like,
No.
if you have a child that is like 2.5, 3 years old,
Yeah, I know.
how the fuck do you expect that little kid to wear a mask in the airport the
Yeah.
entire time?
This has been an issue for the past 2 years. Everybody's like, "What?"
So do they
Like,
do they normally just ignore it though?
No,
you just-
dude,
oh.
every child had masks. Like,
Yeah, but
we try
were
to
they-
take them off. It's
Were
like
they
crazy.
running up? Were people running up like, "Hey, get your mask on your kid and shit"?
People
like
were
that?
running up to me and being like, "Hey, pull that over your nose," and I would just be
Ooh,
like, I can't breathe.
like other your citizenry
No,
or
like-
workers.
No, like workers for the airport do that.
Oh.
They're like, pull it up over your nose. You gotta have this. You know, they're very strict with it, and nobody's not wearing one. That's like the crazy thing. Like everybody wears one.
Well, I think they, what isn't it airports? It's like they have
And
to.
you get fined. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can get fined.
That's, I mean, I don't know.
ridiculous.
I mean, it's possible that you could have like people that work at these airlines, maybe they're a little power trippy. That's possible. But I also think that the fines are pretty substantial if they get caught. So if
They are.
somebody takes a picture and reports them, they don't want to lose their jobs.
500 to 1,000 for the first, and then
Wow.
1,000 to 2,000 for the second.
And they're being pretty strict with the kids.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
And
It's
good
crazy,
luck. I
man.
mean, I think Southwest or American Airlines, whatever one, I think it was one of them. They canceled 1,600 flights.
Again?
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, people aren't showing up to work. They don't want to work with this mandate.
Well, I'm not
Man,
gonna
are
show up
things
to
just
fly
like
again if
really
they're
not
gonna
going
do that.
well, or am I just being dramatic?
No, things are going, dude. 24 fire stations had to close in New York due to the mandates. Like, it's bad. I mean, it's gonna keep getting worse until they lay off. But
Listen, we are just slowly self-destructing ourselves. And I'm
Yes.
sorry to say that, Ryan, but that's just the truth. It's
I mean, because
at this point we're fucked. It's just a matter of time.
I don't know if we're fucked. Once we
No,
hit
we are.
hyper, listen 62 times in world history, in world known history, hyperinflation has occurred. Okay, that's where you're making 50% inflation every month, and every year is on the average of 1,000% inflation. Right now we're sitting.
Holy shit.
Right now we're sitting like, if you want to say how much they're lying to us, 30% this year will go up in inflation.
But it's
Let's
only
just say
because of the
30%.
pandemic.
Yeah, my ass. But
Well, it's from the-
you think about like the chances to reach hyperinflation it's 62 times in world history that we are aware of that has happened.
Well, that's pretty good for us, huh? That's pretty cool.
Statistically, it's rare. Is it
Yeah.
possible? Absolutely.
It's a privilege
but-
to be a part of it.
It could be.
We're part
It
of
could be
history,
like-
baby.
It's like Haley's Comet or whatever. It comes
Oh
around
yeah,
every 80 years.
no. Yeah, my kid died. No, yeah, couldn't-
Yeah.
food, dude. Kids
But
gotta
I
eat.
was there, man. I was a part of it.
I was there. It's part of the movement. The moment.
Martyr Maid did I think it was The Evil Among Us. He did a new episode. I was listening to it yesterday, and it's pretty crazy. What like he tells you the Russian side of the story, like what the Russians were doing to the Germans and the Ukrainians and and you're like, yo, that
What?
shit is.
At
It
what
kind of makes
point?
it kind of makes the Holocaust like look like
Oh,
nothing
during
in a fucked up way.
during Soviet Russia
Yeah.
or now.
No, this is during
Oh. Yeah, I got
the 20s,
Yeah, I didn't
30s, and
install
40s. Yeah, like it, but it was fucking brutal what those people experienced. Brutal. So like they would search your house because they were like, "Why are you still alive? Where's your food? How are you still alive?" Like they couldn't so they would keep searching your house to steal food from you, to kill you, and then they would put your fingers in doors and smash them if they find out.
So is this
And-
on order, or is this just soldiers taking advantage?
No, on
of it?
order. On order. They wanted to break the Ukrainian people and the Polish and the Slavics. They wanted to, that's where the term slave comes from. It's Slavic.
So
From
how
Slavic people.
how are those countries dealing with COVID?
Russia won't mandate vaccines. So and they're already done with wearing face masks.
Well,
I
I'm talking
think,
about
pretty
like
much
Poland
everywhere.
and stuff, just because of all what they've had to endure over the past century.
I think most of Europe is doing a vaccine pass.
Oh.
Yes, yeah, that's definitely true.
Except Switzerland. No, I think they're all trying to do a vaccine passport, but they're not doing mandates anymore as far as like masks and stuff and lockdowns. It's like Switzerland, I don't think ever shut down. The Nordic countries are pretty much done, but they're still trying to do a vaccine passport, and that has really been pissing off a lot of people. Like, there's protests all the time, but
At this point, like, what are we doing?
I have no idea, Ryan. It makes absolutely no fucking sense to me. It just seems like everybody in the world, it's fucking nuts.
It's
All
just
of our
like-
leaders are just fucked.
Well, because
It's like if you can't do it this in this quarter, we'll try again next.
because now it'll be perceived as a leadership or the administration failing. So they're just doubling down. They're just not going to let. I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever have a vaccine mandate nationwide, but they're gonna.
that's coming. What are you talking about?
I don't know if it'll
Well, the
actually ever happen. I know they have contingencies for it. I'm sure they talked about it.
Sean's like, I'll be safe.
December 1st.
Well,
I think,
no, I won't be
officially.
safe because all they're going to do is they're going to do the same they do in Israel and other places where they're going to be like, well, you got to get a booster. You're not
Sean,
vaccinated
you're
anymore.
not. You're not fully vaccinated at all. You got the
Yeah, but he had
the worst
COVID
one,
again.
Apparently.
I have that Johnson and Johnson, baby. I got the
but
third
he-
best one.
No, but Sean's been triple.
Yeah, but they
hit.
don't care about your previous infections, Dan.
No, but I'm just saying, like, they should be doing antibody
Oh,
testing. Period.
well, yeah. Let's not think logically here. What are we?
No, but
doing?
at the end of the day, I think, Mike, you're getting a little bit of taste what people have been experiencing, like, in the rest of the country. Like, you're
Well,
just
it's
getting that
fucking
little
bullshit.
taste. And people are still in California, man. Still forced to do
fucked.
that, you know? Like, everywhere, really.
Man, these
So-
people, dude, I don't understand all of this. But
Tell me, but so this is what I've been telling you. Like, this is what government gets you. That's the government. That's what they're doing, dude. And they're gonna say it's for your health, it's for this, that, or the other. At the end of the day, it's just there is no way people still. I think polling is shifting so much on COVID because of people like Bill Maher. Like, he had that the Democratic senator on, and he's like, "What the fuck are we doing? It's over." He's like, "I've been vaccinated. I've had COVID. After being vaccinated," he's like, "I'm done. I'm not wearing masks anymore. I'm not doing this." And because it's something like 70% of Democrats think that you have a 50% chance of dying
Or no,
From
or
COVID.
going to the being
Hospitalized.
hospitalized.
or
But,
whatever.
Yeah, that was a few months ago. I think that's when that came
No,
out. I'm not sure if that's
that-
still like the median opinion, but a few months ago it was. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't even think it was that long. I mean, I don't know. He cited it on his show just this last Friday.
Yeah, he probably
But
He probably brought it back up the first time.
Well,
that
to
he-
even say a few months ago is still crazy. To even be thinking that,
Yes.
even a few months ago. So.
I mean, basically, yeah. After a year into it, where we kind of understood
A
everything.
year, dude. We're going on 2.
No, I'm saying
Two.
after living with it for a year, we had enough.
And with
We had
vaccine.
we had good data to suggest, like, to understand like how it operated in people, and what the real risks were, and who were really at
That
risk.
doesn't matter.
Mike,
No,
you
they
still,
don't care.
You still thinking that Sean's gonna drop dead in like 5 years or whatever?
It's possible.
What, with the vaccine?
Fingers
Yeah.
crossed.
No,
buddy.
I'm thinking that we don't know.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, but you were pretty confident that like this was gonna happen. You were
I
like,
can't
he's
wait till
gonna die.
Zubbox episode 500, and Mike's gonna be like, "They got him, dude. I knew it."
Yeah, they got it.
No, I
Mike-
said 2 to 10.
See,
Okay, episode 1000.
Mike literally sounds like Mike. You sound like the fucking dudes from back in the day that were like saying the world's gonna end in 5 years. Or you're like, and then you're like, nah, I misread the tablet. It's actually 50 years. My
mean,
bad.
the
Just
vaccines-
complete accent.
They do work.
No, they don't. Ryan, who cares if they work? Who gives a shit?
You gotta
No
be
one
honest.
cares.
You gotta be
No.
principled.
Okay, I'll tell you what. My honesty is, I don't give a fuck if the vaccine works or not. Who cares?
Well, yeah. When it comes to coercion, that's
Well,
I'm
that is
just
very
saying.
important.
Yeah.
And if it works or if it doesn't work.
I don't care. If you want to go, do. If this is it. Like, that's what I'm saying. We gotta stop playing games. Be like, it doesn't
no,
matter.
I'm just
if it
saying. Well, it does, because if it doesn't work, then they should prove that, and no one
No,
get it. But
but
if it does work,
But that doesn't
then-
change the argument. It doesn't. It's like masks. Like, we all know that these masks are very minimal protection, if none at all.
Well, they have
So,
to be
like,
surgical masks to
so
even.
do we know that the vaccine is very minimal?
No, we know the vaccine works on some level. Of
We have a
course.
personal anecdote that it works.
No, but that was also because everyone just had been recently, through the cattle line. They had just recently went through. So,
No, but I'm just saying this. Do we
So
know
you're
that the
saying-
vaccine works in what percentage? Like, is it
Yeah.
like 50%?
Yes.
No,
I feel
no,
like it
no.
changes every week.
Well,
though.
no,
They always say
this is what
new
they've.
shit.
This is basically what they've found out. They found out you get the vaccine, you have it was like 77%, but the further away you get from your vaccination date, the efficacy of the vaccine
Dude,
drops
wait.
off. So that's why now they've been forced to talk about something they should have been talking about a long time ago, which is the effectiveness and the efficacy of
The
natural
waning.
immunity.
It
And when
wanes.
people
It
start
wanes.
dying and they were, say you're double vaccinated or whatever, a year goes by and you die, they're not going to count they're going to count you as unvaccinated.
No, they're gonna count you as unvaccinated.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said.
Yeah, if you don't get the
Right.
boosters and stuff. Yeah.
Right.
It sounded weird. Well, I mean, I'll tell you this much: who cares? Just I don't give a fuck anymore. Like if they,
Well,
if,
'cause it's
if- if-
important when
if-
you make decisions, then you have to have accurate
No,
data. When it's
no,
Yes,
I don't give a
yes,
shit.
Yes,
Their
yes.
data is irrelevant to
Yeah, but then
what's
if we're having
going
a
on.
conversation of the efficacy of the vaccine, then yes, it's
No,
relevant. If we're
I'm
talking
not
about,
talking. I know, but we're just talking about the mandates, the masking, all that shit
No, we
is
weren't.
done. Yes, that's what we were talking about. That's what we were talking
Well,
about.
that's
Mike,
what
in the-
it
in the
start-
mask.
yeah,
I
it
brought
started.
up- I brought up the efficacy.
but don't you think if the vaccines didn't work and they could prove that like 100%, then it would become
But they
into
do
that
work.
argument.
It,
do
it
work.
doesn't work. No, they don't. They're not vaccines to me.
Well, they're
they're
not.
not.
Maybe I'm not a doctor.
No, well, but
They are
also
technically
they kind of fuck themselves by kind of trying to make this declaration that suddenly vaccines would stop you from getting an infection, which is
Yeah, they
not
set up these crazy expectations.
expectation that like, oh, if you get vaccinated, you won't get COVID. That's not true, and that's never been
Mask or
true.
vax, baby. Mask or vax.
But that's never
So-
been true. That's never been true about vaccines. Period. Like it doesn't stop.
Yes, it is.
It doesn't stop you from getting it. It mitigates the symptoms, so you might not even notice that you get it, but you
No,
can still
that's
get
not
it.
true at all.
well,
That's not true.
I'm
are
sure
you
there
talking
are.
about?
Look, I'm sure there are some. Vaccines.
No, because the entire point of a vaccine is to defend your body. So when the disease or the
Yeah.
virus
Yeah,
enters
have
your
so
body,
it injects,
You
it
don't-
injects a
but-
low dose of the disease into you.
right? But it doesn't propagate because your body it's already in your
Yeah,
body,
you have
so
the
you can't
antibodies.
spread it.
Yeah.
You're not going to spread it to other people until I think it was one of these famous it was a famous case in the hockey in an NHL. A bunch of people got this like really rare thing that kids usually get. It's not the measles, maybe it was the mumps or something, but all of them had been vaccinated for it, and they were like, how did they get it? So there are examples of breakthrough cases even with normal vaccines, but the rate that the breakthrough cases, this is not normal. Like,
Well,
this
it's
is not
also
a
been
normal
launched
thing.
on a global scale, though. There's a lot.
Right, and why are we listening to the pharmaceutical companies?
I think
Why?
at this point, a lot of people are just over it.
I think you're about
Depends
to
where
see in
you
the
are.
Virginia race in the governor race tomorrow in Virginia, in New Jersey.
Wow, they break that.
But- maybe. I mean, but the thing is, right,
Man,
Mike,
You think
Youngkin,
they're gonna let them have a fair chance, dog?
Youngkin went from like 3 weeks a month ago to being like 13, 14 points behind to being 8 points in the lead.
Well, where is he now? Now it's neck
Massive.
and neck, right?
No,
Too
he's
early
like
to call.
if you take the Fox News poll, he's 8 points. If you take one of the other ones, I think in the aggregate he is above him by like.
So
2
are they
points.
voting now?
Yes, it's
No,
tomorrow's
tomorrow
the
night.
end.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah, but
No, well,
from
they've been
from what
early
last
voting.
I heard,
Holy shit,
it
that's
was
a
neck
big
and
thing.
neck. Last I heard, it was too close to call.
Yeah,
Last
but
I
did
heard.
you hear that from the liberal?
It doesn't end till tomorrow.
I'm
Tomorrow's
just saying, but
election
they
day.
already
That's what
have
the fucking
votes, and they're already
liberal-
counting votes, right?
Yeah, they're counting their early
They do.
ballots and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, damn, that must be. Then that's actually
But-
encouraging.
but,
the
like, I
Republican
don't-
if it's too
I
early
mean-
to call at this point.
I don't think early ballots have ever been the majority of stuff. Most people vote on voting day. I mean, that's
This
just what
is-
most
this
people
is-
do.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mike. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was saying, where did Ryan hear that from? That it was neck and neck.
Oh,
Yeah,
Fox.
it's been all over. I mean, Youngkin. So if you just could look at pictures of Youngkin events. Youngkin, his father Oldkin. I'm just kidding. But anyway, Youngkin is Youngkin has. Hey,
That was the
Hey,
dumbest
hey.
fucking thing ever.
hey, listen. He calls his golf club Foreskin. That's what he calls them.
That's
They got
even
foreskin.
too. So the
That's a
first
good
one at
one.
least made
Foreskin.
sense. At least made. What do you mean that's
No,
a good one?
foreskin like golf. 4.
No, I know that.
Yeah. See, Sean?
I get it.
Yeah, but
God
young
damn
and
it.
old skin just makes actually makes
Okay.
logical
Anyway.
sense.
Okay. So, thank you, Dr. Joke. Man.
You're welcome.
Breaking it down. Okay.
He's
got
dying
it.
of bad joke-itis.
Yeah. But if you see the pictures of just their rallies, like Kamala Harris shows up, there's 30 people for Terry McAuliffe.
But
You see Youngkin and you see thousands.
yeah, but
Thousands. of people.
aren't they just?
So-
But isn't it calculated in the sense that it's supposed to be COVID safe?
No. They're
No,
all
so what I'm
done.
saying. So what I'm saying
No.
is, they say that, turnout might have been fine, but they say that to mitigate the negative press from having low turnout.
Oh,
because they're
maybe.
trying
I
to-
don't. They haven't even acknowledged it. No one's
Well,
acknowledged.
I saw a rally and it had like the circles.
Yeah, that's the same thing they did for Biden. Because there's no way.
Who's this
like,
Biden you speak of? Who's
Yeah,
this?
this
who's
Brandon.
Biden?
Sorry, Brandon. So Brandon, him and his people,
Brandon in
this-
his poopy pants.
What are you guys talking about right now?
Oh yeah,
you ever heard that, Mike?
Brandon shit himself in the Vatican.
Well, that's what somebody said. I don't know where that came
Who
from, but
is
I did hear
Brandon?
it. No, you didn't hear
Michael!
about the meme. There's a meme going on.
Wait, no,
Okay.
Stop, Sean, stop, Michael. What does "Let's Go Brandon" mean?
I have no idea.
He's unplugged,
Holy
dude. He's
shit.
not part of this meta
You
world we
don't
live in.
know? Let's go,
No.
Brandon. It means
Okay.
fuck Joe.
No.
Okay.
We got to break this down very quickly. There was a NASCAR race. This guy named Brandon won, right? And he's getting interviewed, and in the background, all the NASCAR fans are going, "Fuck Joe Biden."
Like clearly, clearly
Ba.
saying
And
fuck
then the news reporter was like, "Oh, it sounds like they're saying let's go, Brandon." To cover up for what it was so clear what they were saying.
Yeah.
And then now every major sporting event, especially college and stuff, they're all saying let's go, Brandon. They're saying fuck Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Now it's become fuck.
Okay.
It's become
So
a
now
meme.
everyone's calling Joe
Now-
Biden Brandon.
Now the press are on the offense against that.
Oh,
slogan.
they're trying to say
And-
like this kind of vulgarity. This vulgarity. It's like this is the most like the funniest, most clever milk toast way. Also, saying like go fuck yourself to the president is the most American thing you can
Yeah.
possibly do. And
Yeah.
how I can't even like over the past 6 years of our life, and now they're suddenly worried about the public's
honestly,
decorum talking about the president. Give me a
If you wanna
fucking
talk
break.
about the most American guy to ever meet a president was probably John Wilkes Booth. If you really think about it.
I mean, that guy had a plan, you know.
I mean, he had a plan. He
had an idea.
methodical. He came in, saw, conquered, established a dominant field of fire, and just laid.
He's
It
an
was
actor. He
almost like
loved
an
the theater.
insurrection.
Yeah, no, that was the interrection or something. Like intersection. I don't know. He was fucking in that bitch. No, but basically this whole Brandon. So Brandon, Joe Biden. So
That's
listen,
why.
the cool thing. So Brandon can become coded language. Like I can't say Joe Biden
But
had
he proved
anything
his-
going.
he proved his
I
fans.
can't say the current president Joe Biden is a fraudster. Maybe he shouldn't be there. But I can say Brandon definitely stole the election, like 100%. At the Hershey factory, where all the elves work,
And they
It's a big thing.
and there's a rumor or somebody said, I don't know who reported this, but apparently Joe Biden might have shit himself while he was visiting
No.
the Vatican.
yeah. But like, so what
He probably
happens?
just ripped a fat fart.
No, dude. Like, listen.
Why?
For one,
Why? No, right. That
You-
guy definitely pooped. He definitely pooped.
Yeah, but this is
100%.
just classic,
It's-
fucking.
I
guess-
could see Mike now listening to the audio with his headphones,
Yeah.
like holding it on. He's like,
Yeah.
"No, that's a poop, dude. That's a poop.
yeah.
That's a fucking
I
poop."
think
No,
I think
definitely.
there was. I guess the
Look
Holy
at the
Father.
way he
was-
walks. He looks like he can't hold a stool.
he wears
Come on.
really nice suits, though. I will say
Well, yeah, he is the president.
he
yeah.
does wear very nice suits.
I mean, I like seeing Skeletor, Brandon as my president. I think it's sick, But
Sleepy
it's-
Joe Biden was back at it again too today. Apparently at the little.
Oh yeah, he fell asleep during
parliament
the.
thing. But like,
The
who
cop-
knows?
the cop
Who knows?
26.
Maybe that was in a lull.
I don't know if
Some
he.
stupid bitch was
I know.
talking.
No,
He doesn't care. What
I don't
the fuck
think-
she has to say.
I don't think he actually fell asleep. It was
Shit,
just-
I
like,
take it.
I
down
saw the
sometimes.
clip.
It's not
I
a
saw the
crime. It's
whole
not a
clip.
crime.
Dude, that summit is the same thing as like the fucking Oscars. It's just a circle jerk
Yes.
Yeah.
bullshit.
We're like,
And
Deals
talking
are
about
being
how they're going to
made.
spend.
Deals are being made. Let's.
Well, did you hear Prince Williams? He's like, we need a militarized type of like whatever
Lockdowns for
attack on
COVID.
climate change.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, listen, man.
They already tried to do that. They already tried.
These
to blow-
motherfuckers will end up like France in 1760. Like that's where they're gonna end up like if people keep playing like this.
Yeah, but who are they talking to? Like at this point, who are these leaders talking to? We've already talked about this. They're not talking.
No,
to
they could
people.
definitely force.
They're just
think of
talking.
what people
They're just
want to
talking
with.
over people.
They 20,000 people took private jets to go to this COP26, the climate summit or whatever. Like 20,000 people are there for this, and they have their fields. It's like airports full of private jets, and they don't have to wear masks. They don't have to be screened. They don't care. And then you see Boris Johnson and everybody, like, so they have their camera, like they're getting their pictures taken, and then all of a sudden it's like this, like ripping that shit off, like they're so sick of wearing their masks.
Mm-hmm.
It's done. Dude.
Well, they all. I mean, the entire event or whatever. Half the time when they're out just talking, and you see all the B-roll footage, just them candidly hanging out. They're not wearing masks. Justin Trudeau's running around not wearing a mask.
They're a bunch of communists.
No, they're a bunch of. It shows you really what they think. That's how you can tell. It's like when people like Obama are like, oh, the climate, and then he buys beachfront property, like he buys a fucking mansion on the water.
Like what percent of people look to leaders like this and for guidance? Like what percent of the American population actually look at Joe Biden?
Well, apparently right now,
Donald Trump. Like, did you guys really look up to Donald Trump as someone who's
actually in control? No, yeah. But like even the I would say the left leaning media, like Chuck Todd the other day, they were basically forced to come out with their own internal polling. They see trust and confidence in the Biden administration is hit like rock bottom. It's like 22% of the country thinks he's doing a good job.
And then you see, and it's like, who would you trust more? For the economy, and it's like plus 28 Republicans. Like, who would you trust more for the border crisis? Plus 30 Republicans. Who would you trust more to bring jobs back to America? Like plus 15, plus 20.
I don't trust the Republicans to bring jobs.
So
I don't either.
They're waiting for Joe Biden to fucking die. They're gonna throw him under the bus soon.
Dude, it's gonna be Pete Buttigieg and Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is gonna be president. It's gonna be Pete Buttigieg as VP.
Whatever. They can have their 2 years.
You can get your fucking
They can get their participation trophy. And we can
listen, it's just like the Scholastic Book Fair. You need a black fag and you're good.
What do they call Kamala Harris? Camel toe or something?
What?
That's right. The little knuckling down there.
That's what they call her. They call her.
Kamala toe. You get it? Kamala. Camel toe.
Yeah.
Kamala toe.
You guys don't know about this? Come on.
That is the most germane thing I've ever heard in my entire life. That is like how Jermaine say things when they made this up. Where did you hear this?
Her little lessons.
No, I didn't make that up.
What Jermaine told you?
I did not make that up.
What Jermaine told you?
Sounds like it would be a thing.
He doesn't know.
No, I heard it.
He doesn't know. Let's Go Brandon. He doesn't know Let's Go Brandon, but he knows about Kamala Harris's camel
like the
toe.
most. I didn't even know about the camel.
I've never heard that in my life.
I heard it on a TV show.
Oh,
I heard it on a TV show that just got released.
One American News Network.
Super productive, super cool.
No, I heard it in a TV show that was
TV
just
show?
released, so it's like modern. It was taking place in like modern day.
Who's your
What
source?
TV show? Yeah, what TV show is
Succession.
it?
Succession.
Oh, okay. That sounds. So they're calling out Kamala, calling her camel toe. I kind of dig it though.
Yeah, but it's something like that where they rhyme it together or something.
It's got the same cadence.
Oh,
Kamala Harris,
old Kamala toe over there, don't you? That's the new code. That's just code for camel toe. We just start calling it Kamala toe.
Dude, I bet she's got a fucking nice.
Because I guess she wore some pants and it was like there, and then it was like came a thing, and like there was a meme of a picture of it.
Probably a lot of heat coming off that muffler.
Oh man, dude. I mean, honestly, she is fuckable still. Like, she's still got it.
Oh yeah, she could get it. She could get it. Kamala could get it.
Like, I feel like there is that point. Do you guys ever seen the end of It Chapter 2?
Yes.
You know when his face is like in the rock and it's like melting? Like, that's what she probably looks like when she's on the bed. Her face is wrecked, but Like, I mean, it's got a camel toe.
Somebody
I'm
posted.
down.
Somebody posted a picture of Paddington. Is
No,
it,
you're talking about
is it
me.
Paddington? So Paddington,
Me.
there's a scene in the movie where he's just like up like this, and he's got his arms up. And somebody said, like, if you were looking down on this is what Paddington would look like in missionary position. So if you were fucking Paddington, that's what it would look like.
How dare you?
Dude, how do you guys like my little? Sometimes I send those Paddington gets edited into movies.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Those are pretty.
Like
Those
the-
are always pretty funny. Yeah.
Dude, I love it. I love sending when I found it because I am the king of Twitter, and I found it, dude. Like, and I sent it to Ryan immediately. I was like, "You need this," because Ryan and his wife are a huge Paddington
Big
fans.
Paddington guy.
Ryan, one of the first things that happened, Ryan got me really fucking high when I got out of the military and tried to get me to watch Paddington, and I was so confused by what the fuck was happening in that movie.
I never
It
seen
is
this.
kind of confusing.
Dude, it makes no sense.
'Cause
That
they
movie-
I've
do
never
really-
seen this movie.
You've never seen Paddington? Oh man, the kids would love it. It's a kids movie. It's like Stuart Little.
Yeah.
Like
Oh my
Stuart
god!
Little's.
How dare you?
No, but like I'm
What's
saying,
it
like the
on?
same. You might have to
You think you'd have to buy it
or rent it.
for the money?
I mean, I bet you could probably rent that shit off of Amazon for $1 or something. Can't be that much.
Nah. Dude, that movie is the Paddington 2 is the best movie of all time.
Holy shit.
No,
I-
Ryan.
I have I got the documents. I can show you.
I got documents, everything.
It's 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Ryan-
Oh, you
Yeah,
can watch.
Ryan-
You can watch Paddington 1 for free. On,
Okay.
On IMDb TV. So if you have Amazon Prime, you can
Oh,
you
can
can
link.
Yeah.
you can watch it on there for free with commercials.
Okay.
I would just buy it.
Paddington 2, not so lucky. Okay, you gotta
Paddington
have.
2, solid sequel.
I don't get it.
Solid.
Honestly, I don't get it. I tried, guys. I tried the Paddington movies. I don't get it.
I think it'd be different if you discovered it. If there's like a discovery, when you discover something, there is
you're not
something that makes it
expecting
special.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're not
there
expecting it to be
is-
so magical.
That is one of the best things about finding. What was the last time I had that feeling? I'm trying to think, but
Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Did you discover that?
I think Barry is kind of new. But I felt like you guys have told me to watch it before, and I couldn't remember. But Barry's pretty good on HBO.
The
with
show?
Bill
The
Hader.
only other thing I've ever
Yeah.
done is like Trailer Park Boys.
So you found that by yourself.
Well, I didn't find it by I found it like when it was just like after the first season came
Yeah,
out,
you didn't know the
in
hype.
early days.
There wasn't the big hype surrounding it.
Yeah.
Oh, so was someone in passing going like, "Hey, check out this show, Trailer Park Boys"? You'll
No,
dig it."
yeah, like my friend Cody Ball was like, he's like, "Hey, Mikey, I think you would love this show. You want to watch it with me?" And I watched it with them, and like he had the first season.
He tried
it
to
was just-
he tried
it
to have
was
sex
great.
with me, but after I
Yeah.
told him no,
Yeah. Hey, Mikey, you want to smoke this weed together, man? Hey,
he's
Mikey.
like, "Hey, Mikey,
you
he says I am the liquor," and he pulled his dick out.
Yeah. No, hey, Mikey, I got this special Sprite. It might make you a little sleepy, but if you fight through it, you get really fucked up. But he pours.
But I
extra,
just remember
extra.
telling everybody about it. I was like, "Man, you guys gotta
Dude,
watch
the first
this." And then
couple
it came out
seasons,
on Netflix.
yeah, the first couple seasons of Trailer Park Boys are very good. It's a very
I've
good
only
show.
watched, I think, the first season ish, maybe.
Oh, you know what? You want to know something? Honestly, I watched that entire show, the first 7 episodes, probably 5 times.
Just the first
Up
7
until the
episodes.
Yeah, and then after the 7th, all the way up to I think they have 13 total.
Are you talking about the
I
seasons?
probably,
Yeah.
seasons. Yeah, 13. I probably watched like those like 3 times.
Oh, you're saying seasons, not episodes.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
was sitting there. I
seasons.
was like, so you've watched them 13 times, the first 7 seasons?
No,
that
I
what you're saying?
watched the first 7 seasons 5 times at least.
Oh, okay.
Well, for a long time, that's all there was. Like that was not an
Yes.
ongoing show, and then Netflix, because they would do specials, and they did like a movie.
The
They did
movies,
weird,
yeah.
but one of the movies is just about them making a new Trailer Parks Boys movie, but they're playing themselves. It's like kind of a weird movie. And
Yeah, it's not very
and then Netflix picked them up, and then they produced some new seasons for Netflix. I don't know if there's 13 seasons, but I know they did like 2 or 3 with Netflix, and the Netflix ones are just not as good.
No. There's like 13 now, man. It's like 12 or 13.
I would say anything that they developed during the Netflix era is not great. They're okay. They're like fine. They're fine. It's whatever.
It's not very good.
Yeah, but it's hard to be consistent for that long.
Well, exactly. The joke ran its course.
That's the young kid crowd right now. Look at that.
Oh my God.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
So
good.
many
For
white people there. It's fucking.
Hey, who wants to go
stupid.
to a QAnon event?
What?
You guys want to go to a QAnon rally?
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
Yes.
I would go to a E3 of like flat Earth.
Dude,
or something
if
that.
they let us film in there, then yes. If
I
they
don't
let us
think
film and interview
QAnon's-
people,
QAnon's done, dude.
No, it's
I
not.
know
they're
it's
still
not.
out there.
No,
It's
it's
not,
not.
dude. That Double Down Patriot event, dude. That was pretty. A lot of Q references.
Mike, you live in
It
Florida.
wasn't a Q
There's gotta
conference.
be one near
but-
you.
I know. So why don't we like plan to go to one?
I want to go to a 9/11.
You gotta
truther.
get involved on their, Reddit.
Their message
and-
boards.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Oh, I think anybody can
What
go.
do you
They're
mean?
usually public events. I mean, anybody can go get a ticket.
But just to find the information.
I'm sure there's Google. I'm sure you can find it. Google might hide that shit. Then again, Google might
Probably
publicize that
Facebook
shit.
groups.
They're like Google will be like, hey man, we need to get these terrorists. We need.
Well,
to
they
know
don't
where
call
are, so
them.
let
They don't
congregate.
call them Q events anymore. They're not called that anymore. Because that's
Patriot
like
prayer events.
We should dress like feds.
Everyone get
like
really
col-
nice haircuts.
like
wear
cosplay.
khaki shorts.
Yeah, well, like cosplay at the event, and then every once in a while, I'll just
And
touch our ear.
polos. Yeah. Yeah, go stand in the corner.
No, you'd be like, hey man, you guys like then you go up to a guy, be like, hey man, you want to go fuck some shit up? Like,
I don't know
just
if that's such a
some,
good
like,
idea,
basic
though.
shit.
We should.
'Cause I feel
Why?
like a lot of people who go to those things have mental illness.
We should.
No,
well, we
Ryan,
could. We
that
should.
is
We
such a-
should.
I don't want to get stabbed.
No.
man.
We should find
You're
one.
such a pussy.
Find one and see if we can get a press pass.
Dude, you're being a pussy though. Like,
I'm not
I'm
being a
afraid to
pussy.
get stabbed. Like,
Yeah, let's
oh,
do it. That sounds like a good idea. What
I
Sean's
would
saying is the
go.
best idea.
What? Try to get a press pass. Just
Yeah,
contact
you're
the event.
fine.
And be
You're
like,
not gonna look like a
we're
fed going in there.
we're independent.
No, not like
We're
that.
independent media.
Yeah.
We're here to cover this event.
clean
There's
up
nothing
and
on
do
our
fine.
channel
Yes.
that's like anti whatever. I bet we. I mean, even though we have a low sub number, although we crossed 400 today, I think.
I know. I saw it. Saw that.
So even though we don't have very many numbers, like an event like that is not going to be too worried if we have like 50,000 subs or not. We could just be like, oh, we're media. We're coming here to
Yeah.
have some fun and talk to you.
And that
guys.
will actually get us a lot of subs.
Probably. They will be sorely. They will be very
I mean-
disappointed. Like, what is this all movie shit? And then they talk
then we-
about they talk about radicalizing themselves on a podcast.
And then we could film me banging a bunch of Q
Nice.
and then put it up on Pornhub and call it, Zoobox porn.
But they have
And
to
then
be
start a
trans
whole
women.
You
new-
gotta hit the
That
no.
would be good.
You
Hey,
call it no
hey,
no
Dan.
no. We call it hitting the Q spot.
Mhm.
Hey, can I be
We
the
could do
guy
better.
that holds the thing when Dan's in there doing his thing?
Yeah.
Like I'll hold the fucking
Mike-
The boom.
Mike, the
microphone
boom
or
mic,
whatever that is.
There's literally no boom, but Mike is just holding a broomstick. He's
Dude,
like, I'm the broom,
honestly,
I'm the broom guy.
That would be better if we just had like a
A duster.
microphone that's not hooked to anything, and then just
Yeah.
duct tape it to the to the end of a broom, and then Mike can
Yeah.
pretend to be a boom guy.
Yeah.
Hey, while we're holding a microphone up to their face,
Yeah.
like one of those lapel
Yeah.
mics, we can just plug it
Yeah.
into our phone.
yeah,
Yeah.
that would be kind of funny.
That would be fun.
That would be kind of funny.
That'd be great.
I mean, I think. Did you see the guy, the troll guy? He goes to all the protests and trolls everybody. So he'll go to, Back the Blue, and he'll be like, the only way to really support the police is if you get the boot all the way down your throat or something. Like he'll like
No.
do all these like he'll do it to Antifa, and he'll be like, Donald Trump is the best president, and he does all these things. And there was one where he got
You're like a
arrested.
heavier set guy.
Yeah, he's a heavier set guy. And he got arrested at a Back the Blue rally because he's like, no,
Are you
I have
talking
the freedom
about-
of speech. I'm allowed to be here.
Is it Vito Gisaldi or is it?
No. Why are you bringing up stuff, Sean?
No,
I have
I was
nothing-
trying to no, because he
No.
he does the same thing. He used to.
No.
He did like
No,
a handful of times. Went to protest.
This guy's like looks autistic and he just like hangs out.
Fleck speaks.
Do you guys like Channel 5 News?
Oh, that guy. That guy's really
Love
funny.
it.
He just released a new one today. Fucking
I
solid.
seen it.
You
What is
the
it?
Utah Rap Festival.
Oh yeah, I subscribe to that stuff. Man.
Yeah.
Who is this? Who is
Andrew
this?
Callahan, Channel 5
Yeah,
News.
he's great.
Actually, the first
He's
time
funny.
All gas, no breaks.
I remember him like finding out about him a little while ago because he did like there's these two twin brothers.
Yeah.
They're like
Yeah.
dirtbag rapper guys. They live, yeah.
He's
You know
got
what I'm talking
some-
about.
Andrew
Yeah, the
Callahan.
twins.
You know exactly who that
Twins.
is.
Yeah, and they're like, and they
No,
Yeah.
I've never seen this guy.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, it's really,
Where
it's
have
pretty
you
funny
been?
stuff. It's good stuff.
Oh, are you
Yeah.
talking? He used to have a different channel. He used to
All
be named
gas,
something
no
else.
breaks.
Yes. Okay, I know who he is. Yes. All gas, no breaks. No, this guy's completely different. He doesn't. He's not there to talk to people. He literally will just go
He's
to
an
like
instigator.
troll them. Yeah,
Troll
he
'em, yeah.
instigates their signs. Like he just goes up with his sign. He holds up an anti thing, like and he's an antithesis to whatever they're doing. And it's hilarious when you see him. And like he's at a Back to Blue rally with a sign that says calls him a bunch of bootlickers and shit. And they are so mad. And he's proving like a really good point. He goes like, I thought you care about freedom of speech. Like I'm allowed to be here just as much as you are. And then
Yeah,
the
there-
cops arrested him because he refused to leave. And he's like suing him and stuff or whatever.
Well, yeah. There's shitty people on both sides, that's for sure.
Well, that's why I think, if you're a public official, you should, if you fail to do your job, you should be executed. This is me, though. This is where I'm at. But
Yeah, but there's
Fuck
not
it.
a fine line.
there is a fine line. Freedom of speech, you're allowed to say shit. Like, that's it. That's where it ends. Like, done.
You're talking about in relation to that. I see.
Yeah, like, I mean, the guy's holding a sign. They're holding a sign. What's the big deal? What are you doing, Ryan? Where'd you go?
Hey Ryan, did you see the Channel 5 one with the lady and she's like, "Are you vaccinated?"
Yeah.
Well then, fuck you.
Yeah.
Did you see the one with the chick on the bus, the 90-year-old lady on the bus or on the train in New York? Ryan, didn't I send
Yeah.
it to you?
I don't know. Let's
Ryan
see.
never
I didn't
checks his
see it.
fucking messages. Let me see.
Yeah.
Why didn't you send it to me, man? I'd watch that.
Mike, you don't you don't even open shit
You
when
talking
I
about
send
this?
it to you.
It's
so
a minute long.
I don't know. She's on a train and she's just yelling. I might have.
Yeah,
not
just
sent it
because
to
I
you.
don't open it in 5 minutes doesn't mean I don't open it 3 or
Yeah,
4
but-
hours later.
I mean, that's a long time, dude. I have an expectation of a reaction time. I'm awaiting your
train.
reaction. Like, I'm expecting you to laugh with me. I don't know where it is, but it's a fucking. I might even send it to the fucking chat, but you guys don't read shit I said. I never get any reactions.
I usually,
Sean's the
Well,
most.
now that I know that,
Sean's the
I'll-
most
I'll-
consistent with reactions.
well, yeah, well, sometimes I see it and I look at it. And I just don't have. I'm not in a place where I can really.
I'm
react
not. I'm
to
not
it.
in the mental space.
Man, I don't live in the fucking world where I need to be validated because I got sent a text message.
No, but listen, I send
You
you guys
got this
some
fucking
legit.
validation. You go fucking
I
go hang out with the
send
youths
some-
of this world.
I send some of the most legit funny shit that
yeah, but
is
again,
on
you
there.
have to tell me it's funny or some other fucker. You send a lot of other shit too.
I send mostly funny stuff. Most of this shit I
No,
send,
that's not
I would
true.
say, 65-70% what I send is pretty
Michael's like,
funny.
no, I've seen some of these things. They are not always funny.
Why is Colby Covington trending?
No, it's like maybe 30% funny and then the others made
No
up of other
way.
things.
Look at all the memes I keep sending. All constant memes.
Dude, half of those memes I don't even get. I look at them like, what is he trying to say here? So, like, they're not funny to me.
Like, you didn't get the metal one? I thought that was pretty good when it was like Zuckerberg with the hat with like a long hair and it's like metal and it's the meta sign. Anyway, I thought that was
No,
pretty
I
good.
I did not get that one at all.
But anyway, there
what is
was-
going on here?
I gotta find it, dude. This old lady is ripping on this, like, cause this chick, she must be probably in her 20s or 30s, goes up to her. She's like, "Where's your mask?" She's like, "I'm sick and tired of your fucking bullshit." Like, it's like she's like, "Yeah, fuck you." And
She's
you're like,
unhinged.
"Whoa." Gotta see an old.
Well,
lady.
it's so weird, like how like depending on where you live in America right now, like it really is a different experience. It's a different
I
experience.
gotta find it, man.
South is free.
Well, parts if you go to cities like you, because I've been to Atlanta twice this past month, and like there are pockets where people are like because it's a partisan thing. It's like a political statement now. It's like wear a mask or say that you're
Yeah.
vaccinated, but most places don't give a shit.
Right. Exactly.
Except for the staff. all the staff are still forced to wear masks, even though nobody in the building, nobody doing anything.
It makes me feel good. It makes me feel good. So I appreciate them.
What?
You know,
wearing the masks. I just feel bad. I'm just like, that
no,
sucks.
it makes me.
Well, because they're lesser than us.
Yeah, like it makes me feel awesome. I'm like, you scum.
I feel like a king. You know, when I'm like ordering my burger at this dive bar, I'm like, me, King Sean.
Put on your mask,
slave.
No, I walk up to people without a mask, and I'm like, at the workers, I'm like, hey, don't you like? Isn't it your policy to wear a mask?
Can you not?
I'm that guy. I'm that guy.
He's like, don't you think you should be?
Oh, did you guys see that video of the black dude punching that like white lady? Is she telling him to chill out?
No.
Yeah, so she's like, chill, dude, chill. They take a chill pill, and the black dude's like, say it again, and she's like, take a chill pill, and he clocks her right in front of her husband. Husband does nothing.
And that's all we know about it.
I don't need any more. I don't need to see anymore. There is no.
Well, what's the? Oh no, I just don't understand what is the context.
To get hurt.
Like there was this, and like I watched the video, dude. Twitter is a wild fucking place.
Twitter is very fucking a lot of fucking.
Oh yes. Oh Ryan, pull this up. I'm sending it to you.
Okay.
So would you say Twitter is like very addictive?
Yes.
No. I'm only on it like, I don't know,
18 hours a day.
Like basically all day. No, I'm on it enough to.
You can only do Twitter so much though.
I just check it. Like it's like checking the news. Dude, look at this lady lose it. Sean, whenever you're ready.
No, Ryan's doing it.
You ready?
Make it big, dude. Don't be fucking slouching here.
You need a severe loss. You need a severe lifestyle. You need to get the out of my face and leave me alone because you are all nothing but the lowest form of military that ever existed you need to get out of this life. And no, you don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare. You need a severe
Imagine
Okay.
Imagine approaching an
I
old
just
woman.
sent you that one too.
Imagine approaching an old fucking woman and harassing her about some fucking thing. You're gonna be on her for 5 minutes.
TikTok. Oh my god.
Dude, you gotta wait till you see. Just wait.
Okay, hold on. What does it say? My train ride in NYC. This man was already tight off of life when he came in the cart telling people to get the fuck off of him and his kid's way. Get the fuck out of him and his kid's way. All she said was he needs a chill pill, and his kids repeated it to him, and it was just up from there. So people were she was just like, it's a busy train. He was being asked to chill out.
But like, listen, her husband is directly to the left.
How do you know it's her husband, not just?
Because this has already been verified. Watch.
Riding NYC.
Say to my face now. Say to my face now. Tell me to take a chill pill. Say the word chill pill.
Oh.
Say the word chill pill.
Oh.
She took it though.
She didn't fall. It's pretty surprising.
Well, shit, her head hit the rail.
Yeah, that dude should get
That's her
arrested.
husband. That's her husband right there. That guy on the left. Yeah, and I mean, I don't know what happens. I don't know. Does it keep going?
She a female. What?
I mean, bitch, you need to shut up. Bitches be trifling.
That's her husband? What a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
I would have choked the fuck out. I would have got on that dude's back and just squeezed as hard as I could.
Yeah, but then you go to jail for a hate
I don't
crime.
care.
I wouldn't either.
Oh, the worst! It's just shameful. All these people just fucking standing around,
how
recording
the fuck
it.
is
Nobody
that guy
does anything.
And then like posting it on TikTok. Oh, my train ride in NYC facepalm. I mean, I guess it is ousting. Can this guy get charged?
Is that really her husband?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that guy
What
can
the
get charged.
fuck is going on here?
Look at the cuck. Look at the cuckness.
What I thought, y'all niggas out here looking for victims. I'm a fucking suspect. You understand?
I'm a fucking suspect. I respect that line though. That's a good line.
And when my family on the train,
You wanna rock the nigga so bad,
out the way.
and it's like he's not even moving.
I mean, you gotta respect it. Woman stepped to him. She
No.
talked some shit.
She told him that
talks
she
some
all
shit.
she did is just told him to relax.
Nah, dude, listen, man. Women need to keep their fucking mouth shut in public. I respect what that happened right there.
No.
But no, obviously, I'm not kidding. There needs to be a line. You know, women need to know. You know, you don't belong.
All right.
Right,
Well,
you can't.
I listen, dude. It's just I'm in the I don't know. I'm in the nether.
Okay. But yeah, that is pretty wild, man. But why be mad at? Everyone should be more mad at the husband.
Well, and everybody.
Yeah, I can't believe
everybody.
that guy.
Well, I don't.
And
I don't. Why? How do we?
clocked it.
But how do we know that's her husband? I don't understand how we know that.
Sean, it's the fucking news. It's got 2.9 million
Yeah.
views. The New York posted an article about it. It's there. I don't know. That's what I read. I don't know if it's 100% true, but I would
looking at
imagine.
him. She was
Well,
not
you would
very
think
happy
you
with
would think that it wouldn't just anybody on that train would have been like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing?" Like just like we heard that story a couple weeks ago. A woman gets fucking full on raped on a train, and everybody just stands there.
Oh.
The fuck is going on?
Yeah,
Like-
but at the end of the day, it's a woman's right to defend herself. You know, it's her body, her choice. you
Yeah,
know?
okay, dude. We don't do that as a society. Well, we
Oh,
shouldn't.
I'm
We
just-
shouldn't.
No.
If you
no,
see
we should.
somebody doing something like that,
women
you
need
should
to
stop
learn
them.
a tough lesson that they want to be equal on their own terms. They need to learn to defend them for themselves. Like, and that's fine. Like,
Hard disagree.
why should the men step in, especially when we were talking about in this racial tense times? Because think about this: a lady and a black guy were having a dispute in a park. Her life was destroyed,
Yeah,
and she called 911, and her life was destroyed.
and
What do you not understand about that? That's why that happened on the train, where those people didn't fight back. That's why culture is more important than anything. Because Mike, you wouldn't do that for sure, and I think you probably would have stepped in. I think most of us would have, but it's more acceptable in our culture. But then again, you know, just like that fucking dude in Columbia, South Carolina, got kicked out of the military because of that guy was fucking trying to take someone's kid and shit. And the only part of the video that came out was him get the fuck out of here. You don't belong here. And he was a white guy.
Yeah.
And he got kicked out of the military, went to jail. They arrested him. They said he committed no crime initially. Then they arrested him to appease the crowd.
yeah, it's fucked up. Of course.
What's going on
Yeah.
now with that situation?
That's your police for you.
Has it been
I agree.
rectified?
No, he's kicked out of the military. His life is over. He's lost everything. He was in for 12 or 15 years. He's done. They kicked him out, and his own unit called him a white supremacist, commanders of his unit. They're like, no, he's a white supremacist.
That's just bad leadership.
So you want to take that chance in today's world?
Well, I think.
Yeah.
Well, if you had the general populace thinking something like that is unacceptable, then we wouldn't have these problems. Like, where are all the other people on the train? Obviously, if a video goes viral like that, all the other people on the train,
Where's
nobody
the other
opens their fucking mouth?
Where's the black guy? Where's the other black man to step up hey man, you don't fucking touch women, and then beat his ass?
I agree with
But
you.
the thing is, it
Yeah,
shouldn't
but
be
at that
about
point,
race.
it's not race. Yeah.
You know, it shouldn't be about race. I'm with you, but the thing is, white people have been getting into confrontations with black. Think about what Kyle Rittenhouse.
People
They're calling
still
him a
get-
white supremacist, and he only shot white people.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're
Like,
trying to
come on.
spread this thing. I was Cenk Uygur, the
What'd
young
you call him?
Cenk Uygur.
What did you call him?
What'd you say? Is that a slur? No, but they try to spread misinformation, and they're not the only ones of saying that he went there specifically to hunt and shoot
No, he
black
did.
people. And
He
you're like,
did,
and you're like,
100%.
no, he didn't. But
He just really sucks and
he,
only hit white people, apparently.
But even the bloodlust that people have over something a 17-year-old kid did, which is clear as day. You watch the video. This is the craziest thing about the Kyle Rittenhouse thing. All the timeline is built. There's video of everything, and still to this day, people will still say that Kyle Rittenhouse fucking was lurking in the shadows, hunting people down to shoot them because
He was.
No, he wasn't.
100%. Sean, prove it to me. Prove it to me.
Prove it to me. It's all on
You know his
video.
entire-
It's literally on video.
his-
Literally,
Sean,
the entire
listen,
thing is on
The
video.
reason those guys were chasing him is because he shot Rosenbaum. So they thought they were defending the crowd. There's an argument that can be made.
Well,
there,
that's the argument. I think that in some cases they're going to go for some of that stuff, but it doesn't really.
Kyle Rittenhouse deserves to be in jail and then executed.
Yeah, exactly.
Not the not the people that decided to burn their city down. I'm all for violence from the state. That's what I'm about. I think we should kill every dissenter. I'm a Democrat now. All on, go Joe.
I guess Mississippi was wild. Now this guy's over here taking heroin.
No, but I'm just saying, like,
thought it
hey,
would wear off.
You know, if this is the world we got to live in, we might as well fully embrace it, right? Like, just go for it. Like,
sometimes,
like I say,
sometimes you just beat a dead horse just so that people will see you beating a dead horse.
Always.
That's just what you do.
It is pretty scary though what they can do to you, and you have no fucking control over it. Like,
yeah, there's no recourse.
You.
There's no recourse for you because once something goes viral, people. I mean, it's starting to kind of chill out a little bit. It is because people aren't just. They're not leaping onto every viral moment and trying to destroy.
Unless you're
person.
LeBron James. Unless you're LeBron James.
Well, even those, they're just not getting the traction that they were like a year ago.
Yo, when that cop dropped that 13-year-old chick with the knife, that was hilarious. Like, what a good moment.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
That's a crazy, accurate, cool.
Like, you know, honestly, like, that's what a cop should do, right? But you don't need to be a cop to do that. That's all I'm saying. Like, if everybody was armed in there, they could all shot her. Like, it could have been like the end of Training Day.
Yeah.
Just.
And the girl that she was holding.
King Kong ain't got shit.
Thank God we got her.
Yeah.
Oh, that whole thing is just awful. The whole context, everything about that was a sad story. But
no, she deserved to die. We needed blood. We needed blood for the sacrifice.
I think if
you're
a 13-year-old kid that's in that position, someone has failed you very deeply.
It was a 13-year-old girl that got shot?
If you're acting that way and you're 13 and you're ready to stab somebody over some sort of minor altercation, some minor thing, somebody has failed you in such a large way as a human being.
Yeah, no one talks about that with Osama bin Laden. Just how did you get here, Osama? What happened in your childhood, man? You know, like.
Well, there's a far cry difference between what level of responsibility you want to put on a 13-year-old rather than Osama bin Laden.
Knife blade is a plane.
Yeah.
Ribs are
to the right person. This is 9/11 all the time when people get killed. It's literally their 9/11.
I mean, literally, it's their 9/11.
Yeah.
It is their 9/11, or the January 6th if you're a Democrat.
Yeah, or their January. Exactly. Thank you.
You know, and
I stand corrected.
Hadin, you know, whatever. Yeah. Maybe or like a Polish, like the what is it? The Holodomor? Why can't I think of the word right now?
Holodomor.
Yeah, Holodomor. Hold him a dick. Now I'm saying
Holodomor. There we go.
Holodomor. That's what it is.
Got it.
Dude, like I don't know where this came from, but I was watching this movie and someone called this guy Holdor. It was it was Kill Tony. This big giant fat guy was up there and he called him Hodor. It was a hilarious joke. Just saying. Just go check out Kill Tony. They've been pretty good lately. For the most part.
I have not watched it. You know who I did? You know, I started watching old Joseph Rutherford Rogan again. I even have Spotify on my phone.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
did you get Spotify Plus or whatever premium?
No. I just had the regular one.
Oh, so you got to fight through those ads?
I have not gotten any ads.
We just fast forward.
Yeah, you can just skip to the end of the ad.
No, I haven't gotten any. I click the episodes and then they just start playing with no ads.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
I
don't know if there's a glitch
all the time as Spotify Premium.
I don't know if there's a glitch.
It's only in the beginning.
Yeah, but you get 4 or 5 in the beginning, but you can skip through them. You can like slide through.
But Joe Rogan's show, if you were to ever download it, like on your listen to the audio version, it was always like that. There's always 10 minutes up front of ads. But whatever reason, I've listened to like maybe 5 of them in the past like 3 weeks, no ads.
That's pretty impressive.
And I have
maybe
I didn't. Maybe there's a glitch or something. I don't know.
No, I think they're trying to lure you in with no ads, and then you buy premium, and then that's where you the fucking ads.
How do you like it so far? You liking the old Joe again, are you?
Well, I've never not liked Joe Rogan, but like I cooled off on him a little bit because at some point there was just like, well, okay. But I do respect him being so kind of sticking to his guns lately. So,
but it really does seem like going to Spotify was the move.
Well, he's insulated. And I was listening to something. He was talking to somebody. It was from a few months ago. Maybe it was Megan Murphy, who's like, used to be like a radical feminist. She's like a gender essentialist type person. She's like kind of a TERF. People call her a TERF. Yeah. She used to live in Canada. She got in a lot of trouble. Got
Yeah, I know this lady.
Permanently removed from Twitter for calling a trans person a man.
She's the athlete, the Olympian, right?
No, she's a blogger.
No.
She's just an activist.
Yeah.
And he had her on, and she was like, are we gonna get in trouble because I'm like saying this stuff? And he's like, no, we're on Spotify. And then they got into it for a few minutes. It's like, oh, I thought like you were having a problem with people in the office. He's like, yeah, they don't matter. They don't matter. Like honestly, they don't. Like I'm in a contract. We're
Dude,
good.
honestly though, if they were real radicals, they would like destroy every episode. From like that would be radical as fuck.
Like some Watchdogs type shit. It'd be a mission.
Yeah, like they get in there, like
Watchdogs,
they destroy the
fucking-
servers of all the Joe Rogan
Yeah,
episodes.
you hack onto the Spotify servers. You go to their headquarters. You go to their main building.
Yeah.
You get into the server
And-
room. You'll
and I
hack
think-
it.
I
and
think
take
what
down
we're
the evil Joe Rogan. That's what
you're about to you saw 4 years of Trump, so now there's a political fatigue, COVID fatigue. You're seeing cancel culture fatigue. You're seeing because they just been going like people just don't care anymore. People are like, you know what? You're a black fag, and that's just what you are.
Hey.
Also known as a bag, and like
Hey.
I think that's completely acceptable to say.
Do you think one day you'll be able to buy like old episodes of podcasts? Like you
Yes.
could buy
You can't
digitally all of Joe Rogan's podcasts.
Why? Why don't you
Oh,
just
like
go
it-
start downloading them and then
Mike,
put them on a thumb
Mike,
drive?
I have,
No, I'm saying-
Mike, I have something with you, Mike. I have something that maybe this is true. Okay, let's say the metaverse. You can like they will make it to where
You
you
can
can
sit
be
in the
in the room with Joe Rogan and like Jocko Willink and like they like you
Yeah.
can be in it.
You could be
like,
the third
as it's
chair.
going
You're a
on.
third chair.
Yeah, and like if
That'd
you
be
could
kinda
interact and
sick.
stuff, like that would be kind of neat.
You
Like,
and 5 million other people are in the third chair.
Yeah, but I can't talk to them. That's
no,
kinda
but
bad.
like
No, no,
maybe,
That'd be
but
so
maybe
cool.
it would be like live comments, like right? Maybe
Why would it be any cooler?
Randomly.
No, again, it already happened. What are you talking about?
No, you could do it for like live
Michael,
episodes.
Don't sit here and act like it wouldn't be cool to put on a virtual headset and then be thrown into
Well,
the Joe
it's-
Rogan podcast.
No, they're literally trying to make like
even
a
if you were
s-
re-listening to an old podcast.
They want it to be like
No,
a
it
Ready
wouldn't be.
Player
Not for
One.
me.
They're literally trying to do like Ready Player One. If you've seen that movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Well, that's what they're kind
Kinda
of
hates
that's
that
kind of
movie.
what they're going for.
I would never do it. Mike's in there like the king. He's like a king of like an island. He's like,
He's like the minion bad guy.
Some people come
Michael,
up to him,
Mike-
they're like, Mike, and he's like, no, I'm the lawnmower man now.
no, Mike has become like the best bear breeder. He like just breeds bears all day and shit, and like he's got his little farm.
he's got the
Oh my
dragons. He's got the
God, yeah.
dragons. He's the dragon guy.
Second Life.
and it's like
Not a bad
30,000.
life.
No, I mean like, all right, if you can make a living on Facebook Meta, let's say you could get paid $100,000 a year working on like in the virtual world, $100,000.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
So
Yeah.
yeah, I just worked there. I just spend like 8-10 hours a day there or something.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
like let's say you
You're
opened
the
a shop.
janitor. You're the janitor. You gotta.
No.
clean the
Let's say you
bathrooms
let's say you opened a shop, a virtual shop where you sell.
Yeah, or if I was like
like
a nurse and I
NFTs.
had like 3 12-hour shifts and I would have to go on there 3 days a week,
Yeah.
put the headset on, be like a fucking nurse in the virtual
Yeah,
world.
but then guess
dude,
what? Like, let's say you start making crazy money, and then you hire somebody else to take over the day job. Let's say you're making like $300,000 a year, then you pay that person $100,000 a year to just do the day job work, and you're just reaping all the benefits while you run the background. You're
Well,
fucking
dude,
chilling.
you know what's going to happen? You know what the metaverse is going to dive into? Automated services. Like your metaverse person you're going to be like controlling a robot. But you're going to be in the metaverse. You're not physically going to be at the place you work, but you're going to be in the metaverse controlling a robot, and it just makes people feel better that they see like a human avatar. They're like, "Oh, well, I recognize this experience." So
You
it's
think
not
it's
so
gonna get to
weird.
that level?
Yeah, dude.
no, yeah.
Think about how this is going to make
They have
drone
to do
striking
something.
so much fun.
I mean, I
You'll
think
get the
well,
fucking first person perspective.
well, they're going to be doing it with truckers anyway. So what they're going to
Yeah.
be doing with truckers is like Tesla's already been testing it out. Is where they'll have them sit in like a really comfy chair and just like watch the screen to make sure nothing happens, check the sensors, like if they get and then they could that's what they'll do. They're still truck drivers. They got to be like certified truck drivers at first, and they go through like some training, but they'll just be there to watch the screens to make sure that nothing happens.
Oh, like at a headquarters.
Yeah, like they'll just be sitting at a computer in like a
home.
nice chair and or at home or wherever. They probably wouldn't have to be somewhere with like super good internet, but you wouldn't want to have any latency or anything. But they just sitting there, that's what it's gonna be. That is what jobs are going to be in the future, for sure.
Yeah,
It's
because
people
there's
human
going to be
moderation.
there's going to be a transition, and I think honestly, the metaverse in its own weird way is a solution to that problem.
You can create a whole nother economy on top of the physical economy. You can create a whole nother set of jobs.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So like you're gonna be able to widen our economy while still maintaining.
Like you got to think about the future
Honestly,
generation.
I don't
It's
want to be a
people-
part of any of this.
It's people that are raised on video games and virtual stuff and
damn it.
computers and the internet. Like people are going to be
I-
very comfortable with the idea of like literally controlling a robot from their house. Like that's
Mike,
going to be a
would you-
normal
I don't
thing.
like it.
Mike, would you work for Madden? Like Madden to get like the NFL games, like and just test their games and make good money.
Paid me
doing it?
enough.
Yeah, like if they paid you enough to live, like good money, like it's
Yeah,
good
but
money.
Dan, that's like
70 grand.
no way. I'm not doing that.
70
would
grand
do
to play
that.
video games all day?
Just to
I'm
hang
get
out.
sick of it.
Well, yeah, you probably
but
would.
Mike,
Actually,
just
you
like
might not.
anything else.
Dude, hold on. But if you might not, if it was your job and you are getting into stuff on such a granular level where you're like trying to find bugs and problems and you're hunting for these things and you're like it might actually be pretty engaging.
Mike, you're
Yeah,
like
but I hate
100
all that technical shit. I just like playing the game. I don't like going into the settings and being like, what's this mean? This, nah, you know.
Yeah, well, those games don't even like it does. That stuff doesn't matter for those shitty fucking.
As
games anyway.
as young Danimal used to say, I just like to rip. I just like to
Yeah,
rip.
so I'm not that's why I would not do that job, because I would probably get like a headache. Number one, for like going into all that.
No, you definitely would get a headache. 100% get a headache. Especially like
Yeah,
Mike, if I was
so-
gonna torture you to get like answer you questions, I'd make you play Rainbow Six Siege, just for hours. I'd
Well,
just make you do it.
And then Ryan will be in the microphone shouting in your ear
Yeah.
that you're doing a bad job.
No, you guys get like TV headaches, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
never,
Yeah.
never. I'm
You know,
not a
I get
communist.
wicked
best.
headaches. I get computer headaches when I edit episodes of Ghosts to the Movies because it's like such intense, like staring at screens and like counting frames and like trying to get it like as
guys
good
are
as good
talking-
as I possibly can make it. But I get fucking migraines from that.
Listen, you guys are talking some shit. I was the best leader you ever had on fucking PlayStation. I've led you to more victories than fucking defeats. I've carried you. I've put more effort, more blood, sweat, and tears into those.
I mean,
wins.
there's no lie. There's no lie. There's no lie.
Ryan, you
fucking-
fucking quit, dog.
Don't
You ain't out there
disrespect
doing
my
it
name.
anymore.
Yes, I am. I'm out here.
No, you're not.
I'm
You're
not
not on the
PlayStation.
PlayStation world.
I
Ryan,
can't, man.
You don't have no PS5. What are you talking
I
about?
can't be in that world.
I can't believe
can.
I will get it for God of War, though.
Well,
If,
You- so
Ryan,
you'll-
if you were a true gamer and you're saying you're a true leader, you would have had that PlayStation
Michael, I
5.
play a.
I think
I'm on
Dan's a true
PC.
leader because he's the one that's got it.
And I don't even game. I like ever. I
No.
play more RG351V
What the
than
fuck you mean, man? I game on my PC, dog.
he does game on his PC.
Right,
Trust
yeah,
me.
that's what
I've
I'm saying.
played with him.
It's
You
better.
betrayed the PlayStation.
It's better.
yeah.
Fucking traitor.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the big thing, you know. We all need to come together and realize that Christmas is coming up. I need a new couch. Okay.
You just got that couch. I just don't understand.
What
that.
couch did I just get?
No, you
I've
got
been
that
living
like
here for
years
2
ago.
Years.
How long?
2
How old
years.
is that couch?
3,
2 years.
2.5,
Two.
3
I
years.
got
old
a
is
couch
it?
that's like fucking 100 years old.
Yeah, but
a
it's
bed that's probably 35 years old. Okay.
yeah. I got a new bed, dude. It's pretty nice, you know.
Mike,
Yeah,
is
what's
it
wrong
like-
with your
Ryan
couch?
Ryan bought a $2,000 computer, and you're like, man, my bed's so uncomfortable and old.
No, it's actually very comfortable.
Oh, it's broken in. It's got the cum of your fathers in that
See-
bed.
1000%. Generations have come in that bed.
dude.
There's DNA
I
on
I
it.
know. I've
That's
jerked
not
off.
my child.
I jerked off on that thing at least 2 or 3 times. So like,
There you go. Not me though. I can honestly. I caught
Well,
that.
damn, next
jerking off
time you're in
that bed.
town, you're gonna have to jump on bed and jerk off.
All
on
right,
it.
all right. I will, dude. In the secret of the night, you just see me at the edge of the bed sitting.
We're gonna conjure some kind of fucking cum spirit.
Yeah, maybe our dad will come back. All our DNA.
Ooh.
We need to get Anna and Megan to fucking masturbate in there
Yeah,
too.
and then his ghost will rise out of the bed and say, "You've completed the ritual, and now I'm born again." And then we'll have our
You'll-
dad back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he'll be the Antichrist.
But he'll be like retarded though. Because he's a cum ghost. Cum ghosts are kind of stupid.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah,
high
I
on
mean,
cum all the time. All they want to do is talk about cum.
And they're very like they're always clammy because they have a lot of cum in their pores.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this much: the new bed thing, a king size bed is a lot for a little guy like me. I get lost in there.
Oh.
You know.
Why? You can sleep. You can sleep diagonal. One of my favorite
No, but,
things
like,
is like
I
when
get-
on the weekends. Sometimes like Sarah will get up with Foster and let me sleep in a little bit. I immediately go diagonal on the bed, dude.
Why?
Oh, it just feels
Diagonal?
nice.
Yeah, how
The
can
fucking
you guys
clock?
tell me what's your sleeping position?
On my
Show me.
stomach.
Give me a mock. I want a mock. You sleep on your stomach, your poor back.
I have my pillows. I drag them down and I just get really hunkered in.
Dude, I wonder what Freud or Jung would say about like your sleeping position. That sounds like some seriously fucked up shit.
It's like this guy's
I
trying to
have
get
never
fucked.
in my
This guy's trying to
life-
get fucked in the ass.
No, like he's
This guy is totally vulnerable.
You're just
No, it's either
That's
that
all the shit. We've all
or
done
I
that.
sleep on my back, but I have
Yeah, I know,
I
but,
have
like,
to have
show me.
I have to have a pillow on my stomach. Like, cause I got that ancient knowledge of vulnerability. So I put over my
Dude,
dick in my
me
stomach,
too.
over my dick in my
Yes.
stomach. I put
Just
a pillow.
in case a samurai comes in.
You never
Yo,
know.
dude.
Stab you.
Before we leave today, because I know we got to go soon. I had the craziest fucking dream last night, like one of those DMT trippy dreams, or I could have just been high. But either way, I was fucking tripping.
Well,
I
either
was
way, you'd be
tripping.
high. Yeah.
I was tripping balls. Anyway, Mike, what's your preferred sleeping position?
I sleep with my stomach.
Your back, dude. Jeez, like how though? Are you doing it like one arm pillow?
No,
One high.
yeah, I like
Like
cuddle
one
it.
high.
I like cross the pillow and cuddle it and
Yeah.
like hug it.
There you go.
Like,
yeah.
but like your back, dude. Mike, be careful, man. Your poor back, dude. That's not good for your back, homie.
Yeah, and I
you're
never
very
had a back
exposed
pain
and
in my fucking
vulnerable.
life.
If
Mike,
somebody
you
gets
fucking
into your
don't
room,
lie
like,
to me, Mike.
you
You
could be
fell off a
traumatized.
roof.
Yeah,
You fell
that
off the
wasn't
roof.
because of how I was sleeping. I fell off the roof, and yeah, that was a back injury, but I never had back pain. No, some people just have back pain. I'm like, what are you guys
I
talking
do.
like?
I
you
do.
know?
I have degenerative disc disease. It's a little bit different, you know. But DDD.
I would
dude,
love to
this
see
is
your
tough.
previous medical history, your prior medical history, and just see what it says.
It
Like, if
probably
you're a
says like
patient, I'm just so curious what it would say.
it's just like he's fine. Like like it's
No,
like,
no
he's
history.
okay. Yeah, like no, nothing. All right, Ryan, how do you sleep? What's your go-to position?
On my back
On your back? How?
or my stomach.
What do you do? What do you do with your
This.
Do you? I do. Okay. So you're a
Or
little
like
Dracula.
This, or like this.
Dracula, you got a Dracula thing going on. I do this when I'm like I'll do this one. But what I have to have though, no matter what I'm doing, I have to have a pillow under my left arm like this.
I just picture you
Yes.
in a New York
Like
City.
I have.
I'm
I
the
have
same. No,
to
I'm
do
the
it.
same. I need variants of elevation. So
Yeah.
when I sleep on my back and stuff, I got my pillows propped in a very particular way, and then I shove my hand under the pillow, so I'm like this.
I don't
Jeez.
like fluff pillows. I like flat pillows.
No, mine are flat. I actually
I got
don't
both.
use pillows.
I got a
can't
down
use
pillow
pillows
and then some of these bamboo pillow things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
sleep
definitely need a
with
good
pillows
pillow.
Sometimes.
Definitely need a
Dude.
good pillow. I
I've
remember
been a
being a kid.
nomad
We had like.
I'll
these
tell you
fucking
what, it
flat
doesn't
ones.
really matter. I don't get a great sleep. You know, honestly, the best thing to me about Delta 8 is that when you're high like that and you go to bed, like you fucking like a rock. Like you go to bed. That has been a game changer for me.
But if you eat too much, you don't feel good the next day.
No, well that is the thing. Sometimes though, what I'll do is I'll just go to bed before I know the cravings will hit, and I'm just too tired and too lazy to get out of bed. I have to be in bed.
Sean, I have a question.
Yo,
So how was trick or treating?
trick or treating was a good time. Actually,
Was
your neighborhood's pretty solid.
cool
I think
spot?
we went out a little too early, but we also had little
Okay.
kids. We had little kids, so it it made sense. We were amongst the first groups of people in that neighborhood, and it went pretty well. I had a good time, man. It was
was
really
good.
one of the first times that we had really trick or treated with Foster too, because
Well, yeah, because he's aware now.
well, and Sarah and I we got married on Halloween, so the past couple years, our mom has taken Foster, and Sarah and I have gone and done our own thing.
Oh.
But like last year, we decided we're like it doesn't matter. We're gonna do family Halloween stuff.
It's probably more fun that way.
Yeah, and then we went out. We went to Atlanta last week, and that was like our.
Well, yeah, because
our
at the end of the
anniversary.
day, it's just a day. You can always celebrate it another time.
Yeah, that's what I say. It was a lot of fun, man. Like it was a good time, and I think that neighborhood will be pretty cool. Your new neighborhood will be pretty cool for trick or treating in the future.
Yeah,
It's a good spot.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
It's
It
like
seems like there's a lot of houses too.
Yeah, it's like
Like
you
just
get
enough.
basically like 90 minutes. You do like the major loop, and you're done.
Yeah.
And you got a
Nice.
bucket full of candy. Like
What
That's
about,
perfect.
Yeah.
what about you, Mike? Did you guys go trick or
I didn't go
treating?
trick or treating. I didn't go trick or
Did the
treating.
kids go?
Yeah, they went.
Where did they go?
I don't know.
See, like me and Sean were talking about this. Maybe it's because I was a kid, but like when we went trick or treating at our aunt's house, it was the most legendary fucking neighborhood.
Yeah,
Ever.
ever.
So
Ever.
yeah, I remember which one.
trick or treating is
Ever.
it's
Best ever.
Trick or treating
Yeah.
is just it's a different thing now, and like they have this thing now where people like drive their kids around in the cars. So you
Yeah.
have so
Fucking bullshit.
So, but what it does, it just creates a hazard. So you're constantly having to fucking watch out
Yeah,
for people's
it's
cars because their kid is getting
John.
which poor bastard. These poor kids are by themselves being driven around by their grandfather. And
No, dude, what are you talking about? They're getting the mother load. That dude's probably fucking ripping them around to
No,
all the fucking neighborhoods.
I'm talking about the experience of trick or treating.
Yeah.
Fuck your fucking.
Mike,
If you're
Mike,
over
remember-
10 years old,
Right.
if you're over 10 years old, you need to be out there with your buddies and you need to
So
be
you're
ripping
saying
around the
at,
neighborhood.
at 10 years old, you're gonna let your kid rip around by himself?
In Ryan's neighborhood, yes.
I think I'm going to too, Dan, because if you
Yeah.
shelter those kids, you're gonna end up a very
'Cause
fucking
I-
sad parent.
This was around when I was 11.
Yeah,
Just in
no, dude.
general.
Fuck
like
yeah.
in the
Well, but you
neighborhood.
always you got to pair up with somebody that's a little bit older. They got a cousin or
No,
something like
what
that.
I'm
So
saying is, I grew up in a neighborhood where any day of the week I'd be out after dark. And
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Walking
Causing-
around.
mischief.
Yeah, just a little mischief.
Just like blowing up mailboxes and shit.
No, but
Yeah,
like
those little
you,
mailboxes.
you pair you like what's gonna
you
be
never blew
cool.
up a mailbox once?
No, we destroyed some.
Yeah,
Their
I've never,
hands.
I
I've
never
never,
did none of
I've
that.
never even done that. I've never done
I
that.
have. Pulled off
Dude,
on a
I've never
country
done
road
that.
and we just started tackling.
No
it.
way.
Do you know what we did one time? You know, like at the bottom of the.
one day, Sean. They're admitting to felonies over here.
I know.
Oh no, I'll tell you. This might be a felony. Do you know like the fucking at the very bottom of the hill, after Mom's house?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's that sewage like thing like where it would live on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like I took
Ugh.
when Dad had a buttload of firecrackers and like there was a roll of like 10,000. We
Yeah.
lit it and we threw it in there, and it was like
In
we're
the
like
middle of the day or at night?
no at like 2 a.m. and it was like
Dude,
like
that's
super
terrible.
loud. and it was echoing because it was in the tunnels like
Imagine being in that house right there. That's awful.
dude, honestly fucking hilarious though.
Those are the worst. But you gotta have it. You gotta have mischief.
Yeah,
Good
it's
for
the mischief
kids.
is the good time.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
we
why
got
like
some
I
mischief
I
going on
would
here.
I would kill to like live in Mom's neighborhood. Like that's a perfect neighborhood for being like a young
Dude.
kid.
There's houses
Perfect.
for sale in there.
Yeah, they're a little out of my price range at the moment, but
they're
like
a
in the
little
future though,
outrageous.
in the future,
Yeah, when the market crashes, it'll be real cheap.
yeah, I'll be picking up the pieces.
Heck yeah, you know, but because I know Mikey's getting tired. I can see him yawning.
No, I'm not getting tired. Fuck,
You're not
dude.
getting. Yeah, I hear you can
I just
see him.
remember when we went trick or treating one year. I think Michael was the last second tag along, and you didn't have a costume, and you were the trash man. You remember that? You put a
Yeah,
garbage.
I remember. Yeah, and your
You put
mom
a
took the
fucking-
wine. Your mom took a wine cork, burnt it, and rubbed it all over my face.
Yeah,
And so it'd be all like dirty.
Yeah.
Like garbage, man.
yeah.
that
It's
was
fucking
awesome.
Halloween, dude.
Oh, that's right. You were collecting candy in a trash bag too.
Yeah, all you
Yeah.
got to do is have something, right? Like that's got to be the rule. Like when kids
What
go out
age is
with-
no longer okay?
to trick or treat,
16,
14.
15,
15.
16?
I would say like if you have your driver's license,
say
then no.
14.
I'd say
I don't know. I feel like I stopped at a prime year. I was 12.
were you
You
12?
stopped at 12?
Yeah, I might have been
I
11.
stopped at like
actually.
13.
What year did we move to South Carolina?
2006.
I mean, I didn't trick or treat at 14.
The
I
la-
didn't.
That was probably like one of the last times I went like as a trick or treater. I probably was 14 or 15.
Yeah, I don't think I went at when I.
Yeah, I
don't
think it's
did.
gotten younger and younger. I think even now, like after 10, kids don't want to go.
Well, that's lame.
Well, I mean,
that's
I'll tell you, like here,
Yeah.
I made
That's
like
what I'm just seeing. What I'm seeing in the culture wars. That
I made a cardinal, like I fucked up. I
What?
broke a cardinal rule. I forgot to turn my porch light on.
Yep. Do you have candy
And,
out
like,
there?
I have so much candy in my house right now. It's embarrassing.
So, what was your neighborhood
like-
like, Dan?
It was pretty big because I kept hearing kids and everybody walking. It was pretty nice. You've been to my area. It's not too big. I mean, you can if you walk up and down like the 4 or 5 streets, it'll probably take you an hour and a half.
That's a good. I think where you live. That'd be prime trick or treat area.
Dude, fucking neighborhoods make or break trick or treating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make or break it.
Everyone
Obviously.
had.
And I've
everyone
seen
put up
like
shit
massive
around here.
neighborhoods, like in Virginia, where they have like massive suburban areas.
Yeah.
And those neighborhoods suck because there's so many people and so many cars, and like people are ordering fucking pizza, and that's who I was, like the pizza guy. And then there's like the Chinese guy, and then there'd be like the fucking.
And you're like just like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, 'cause
You
you
know,
gotta-
then you have all the parents picking up their kids and
Yeah.
dropping them off, and it's just like
delivering.
there's so many kids.
Yeah.
That's a great
It's
job.
scary.
Pizza delivery driver. It's a great job.
Yeah,
You
it
think
was.
so?
I actually had a lot of fun delivering food.
Me
I
too.
would fucking rip.
Me too. I would just listen to ESPN radio and just rip around Columbia.
It was a lot of fun delivering. I don't know if you guys ever been delivery people, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. You
I'm
guys
thinking
missed
about.
out.
I'm thinking about doing it, man.
What doing
Well,
Uber?
Dan-
Dan,
Eats?
honestly, if you're looking for a fun job where you can
Yeah.
be like a Han Solo, fucking ripping.
Dude, do DoorDash.
No, dude, like I don't want to do DoorDash. It's like
Why?
kind of
Because
like-
Dan, when you're a delivery boy, you got to go back to the kitchen and clean up.
What? Some restaurants.
DoorDash
What?
told you to do that.
Really?
I mean,
Well,
yeah.
if you work for like the
When you
pizza place,
close,
yeah,
yeah.
you're part of the closing team. You come back and you help close. But like if you're at Uber Eats or a DoorDash, like you just
Yeah,
pick up the
I
food and
know.
go.
That's the real Han
My
Solo.
buddy was telling me you can make crazy money doing it, but you know the economy's so bad that it's really hard. Like I was thinking about ordering something. I just looked at the price. I'm like, oh my god, like there's no point. Like it was expensive.
Well, you know what?
It was expensive a year or two ago. It was expensive, but now I would say it's probably risen 30%.
Well, the thing about that, the thing about the DoorDash and Uber Eats or whatever, if you go straight to the source, sometimes it's just cheaper to go straight through the business than doing.
No,
the
it always
third party.
will be.
If it's an
always will be.
option, but you can't get like Wendy's like that. So that's what it does come in clutch, or like Popeye's chicken, for instance.
Oh yeah, man. Ryan and I fucking crushed that fucking sandwich.
And then I see him wake like 5 hours later that same morning eating again. I'm like, oh my god.
Not
Dude, it's
even
so
5.
much
It was
fun.
like
It was so much fun being a delivery person. I'd have like the same routes every week, man. I would fucking time myself. I'd be like, okay, let's go. Ripping, trying to get there faster.
Mike, did you not have to wash dishes?
No, I had a wife, but that's not a big deal. Like I would do that stuff anyways. I like that. I like going in there and getting dirty and then getting out.
Mike's just a good guy, Ryan. You're
Yeah,
just a
get your-
huge
and then you
scumbag.
Listen, man, I was a
No, I
solid
like the
delivery guy.
cooks and like the people that worked in the kitchen. Like a lot of
I didn't
people.
like anybody.
I enjoyed most of like the cooks. I'm not talking like the waiters or the front people. They're kind of like dicks, and like the managers, but like the cooks and like the dish people, like they're kind of cool people.
the scum in the back. Like Mike's like, these are my people, man. They're just
Some of
just
the
hanging
worst
out.
people I've ever met in my entire life, and I worked on a pipeline, worked in kitchens. I have
Yeah,
such
yeah.
I have such like I have
It's a catch-all.
such a disdain for working in kitchens.
But it's
I don't
good
know.
for you.
I guess
It's
I worked
good
in
for
different
you.
kitchens. I didn't work in I worked in like delivery places.
Well,
Yeah,
yo,
like more-
you're not working in the kitchen. You're going there picking up food, joking around, having to work with those assholes is a fucking different ball game. Because like
I had
the
fun.
unfortunate and I was a cook for a long time, so I can say this, but that's when you got nothing else going for you. Everybody can cook, everybody can flip a burger, everybody can make a pizza.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
it's a
not true.
catch-all.
That's not true, dude.
I cannot fucking cook. I'd be horrible at that job.
Oh,
I've
you
fucking
can
met
learn.
people-
You can learn.
I remember
No, I'd be
Ryan.
like that.
I got Ryan his first little job, little boy job. Beautiful.
Hey,
baby.
man, I've been working since I was 14.
Hi, shit. I've been working since
Well,
I was
shit.
7. Go fuck
Me
yourself.
too,
Whatever.
actually. Fuck it, dude. Anyway, yeah, what about that old place?
I've been
Dan?
working
I'm
since
just
I
saying,
was
those
born.
I
good
would fucking
times.
spend so much company money. fucking making
Yeah.
Goliath like fucking quadruple
Yeah.
decker.
I kind of
burgers
feel
and
bad.
shit.
Oh
Or,
yeah,
like-
it went out of
like,
business 2 years later. Oh, I wonder
No,
why.
it wasn't us. It was the bar
No,
people.
I know.
It was
I
the
know.
bar. It really was. But like, dude, like you could go in the back and like the cakes,
Oh, I would just
You-
stuff my mouth.
because they weren't very big. But you were just like, fuck it, dude, and just like,
But,
Yeah,
yeah, but
they're
that's
in the
no, but like
freezer.
when you work when you own a place like that, because I worked for a really small, like
every dollar.
dive bar, like every penny. Like my boss was the kind of guy you could never do that, dude. Like he would be like, "Yo, did you eat a burger yesterday? You gonna pay for that?" You'd be like, "What?"
Oh.
At some
No,
point, I
I
just
don't know.
it's like it depended who you were. Like I could get away with it, but I saw him give the business to like other employees. Like
See,
he liked
yeah.
me a lot because I was like such a solid employee, so I got away with like murder.
See,
But most
The
people didn't.
restaurant I worked at, I got fed as well.
Oh yeah. Well, when
I
you,
got-
when you worked at the Chinese food place?
Yeah, they fed me. If I worked from, like sometimes I'd go in at 10 and work till like 10 at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, 11. They would feed me breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then they would make me something to go.
Yeah.
And it's not always their food, right? It's like their actual food that they eat.
Yeah,
Right.
so yeah, sometimes yes, and then at the end of the night, I can pick like what I
Well,
want
hey,
like,
dude, if
off
you-
their menu.
if you're like a white kid and you end up in a Chinese food place, usually those places are family run. Like usually it's
Yeah.
mostly they're
Yeah.
mostly related to each
And also,
other.
and so you got to earn their respect too, because they don't take that shit. You know, like you're some white cracker ass motherfucker walking in trying to take their fucking jobs, and
no, they loved it.
they're like, well, we got to
I
earn
loved
it.
it too.
Do you
It's a
think
good relationship?
how much fucking how many times do you think they spit in your food before they stopped? How long did it take?
They never did.
Never, not Mike. Come
They
on.
didn't.
They're like,
Dude, I would love to work at a Chinese food buffet, dude, because you know they're back there smoking cigarettes,
are-
just
are-
making the same 10 things over and over again. It's probably
This might
heaven.
be a dumb question, but like how much of Chinese restaurants are actually run by Chinese?
all of them.
Really?
I've
Do you think
never-
it's
I have-
Chinese.
I have. Oh, maybe they're like Korean or something. I
Yeah,
don't
there's
know.
a lot
I've
of
never
a lot
seen.
of Korean people do Chinese restaurants too.
Yeah,
think
I've
they
never
hate
seen
China?
anyone that's not Asian.
No,
Probably not.
No, they're
I don't know,
they're
maybe.
they're
No,
playing
they-
they're playing off the inherent knowledge that you
Dude,
won't be able to
what
tell the
a-
difference, and they're like, yeah, we're Korean. We have a Chinese
What-
food restaurant. You're never gonna ask.
What happens if that's the whole CCP's plan? That's what the whole entire plan was, to invade our country with
Infiltrating.
Chinese through
Get us
Chinese
hooked on the
restaurant.
food. Get us
And
hooked on the
then
food.
one
That'd be
day-
awesome.
They just flip a switch, like, and the signal goes off, and they're like, "It's time," and everyone starts pulling out like guns and starts killing us. Like we've built too many.
I'll tell you one thing: they work.
Oh yeah.
They work.
Our-
They work a lot.
Yeah.
And damn, we had this one little cook named Peter. He
Nice.
cooked very good food, and he was
Asian?
like he would eat it.
Asian
Yeah, he was Chinese, and
Peter.
he would eat his food really. He would eat his food really quick, and he was always smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Sometimes
about.
I'd go out there and smoke cigarettes with him, and we would just drink tea and smoke cigarettes.
Did you just like stand there in agreed silence?
Yeah, we would talk a little bit, but you know his English wasn't too good, but he could speak a little bit.
Yeah, you probably
Did
like
he ever smile at you?
Yeah,
Did you ever smile back?
yeah.
And then you just go like this. You take your cigarette. You go, "Hey, what's up, buddy?"
Hey, what's up? Hey, I'll tell you, there is something about
A smoke
Like-
break.
like Turkish people, like for example, they don't give a fuck about their health at all. Like there was a guy that died at work because he was just such a piece of shit, like to himself. Like he just did not give a shit about himself.
What do you mean
and he
he
was-
just died?
Like he was probably listen. I don't like this is Turkish people. This is their meals every morning. Is like eggs,
That's good.
really and like olive, like this really like soupy oil all over the bread. Yeah, full every single day. Like it is not good for you. You should not be eating this 24 hours a day. And they like every meal is bread. Every meal is like it just doesn't seem balanced, I guess. And it's all oily and salty, and just the meat is salted. And
Well,
then,
it's
like,
because it's
everything-
like culture hasn't caught up to it. Like there was a time period of history where you could eat like that because you fucking worked hard. You were a physical person. Like
oh yeah, not these guys.
And
No
you-
offense to these guys.
no, but that's where it comes from. So a lot of these cultural like diets that we have, like if you go
Yeah.
eat like good Creole or Cajun food or soul food, right? It's all fried chicken and mac and cheese and potato stuff, and that's because there was a time period when that stuff was developed. Like you
When they were
ate
slaves.
that. Yeah, well, kind of. But you would eat that, and you went out and you worked your ass off. Like you needed that. You needed those calories to burn.
I mean, and people didn't live very long.
Yeah, I'm
anyway.
excited to get back to that.
What,
It's
to
good
eat?
to be a working man. It really makes you feel good.
Yeah, you know.
There
You
is
know, you
something.
speak
There
for
is something
yourself.
to like tangible.
Like working physically.
I like
Oh,
working.
yeah, like doing
my
manual
dream
labor?
job. My dream job would
Yeah.
literally, if somebody could pay me $100,000 a year to break rocks, that would be my. I would love to. I would love to do that. Just give me like a sledgehammer and send me to a rock quarry.
Like Jackie Chan.
Yeah, that would be my preferred mode of existence.
Dude, I have a job lined up for you that is menial and stupid. Lined up, ready for you to go whenever you're ready to pull the trigger, my man.
Oh,
And
I
like now's the time because they just fired 700 people. So like now's
I
the time.
heard, yes. I
Yeah,
heard.
that's
So-
a lot of people.
Yeah, man, vaccine mandates might work out for the vaccinated. Like Sean, he's already been co-opted.
It's already been co-opted. Might as well steal somebody's job.
I would, yeah.
do it.
dude, fuck 'em.
I mean, I'm vaccinated.
All right, listen. Before we
You
go,
are now?
I did.
Oh.
No, I am. I'm vaccinated. I did it.
Oh, I am. Yeah.
I am. I'm
naturally.
done. I'm a Democrat. I love Joe Biden. Nancy Pelosi would marry her. Would marry her all day.
Would.
Yeah,
I
but
don't,
you,
believe,
you,
I don't believe in violence.
You don't even need to be sarcastic to say that because you would do it.
What?
You
Nancy
would.
Pelosi?
You
For
dirty
fun?
old man.
Dude, she's. I bet. Like you give me 15 years ago when that shit still got wet. Yeah, I'd do it.
Just jump into a pool of jelly real quick. And
No,
jump out
man,
and
we're
get
talking
to
about
business.
right now. Would you?
Yeah, I would. I mean, who am I kidding?
Yeah,
Would
of course
you-
you
would
would,
you-
man.
just
If I
fucking-
could set up at a like if that happened, like we went to an elite party and you got drunk and you fell in love.
With Nancy
Okay.
Pelosi?
Not even falling in
I
love.
mean-
You just gotta hook up. What you gotta do? I watched this weird horror movie like years ago, and there was these two gay guys going at it, and they literally have a jar of petroleum jelly.
Oh, you're talking about cruising.
No, it's not cruising, but it's a very similar like kind of thing. The guy just took a bunch of petroleum jelly and just slap a dude's ass with it, and you're ready to go. Like you could do the same thing to Nancy Pelosi. You know, it's just
But
about
on the front. You
Yeah,
gotta
on the
smack
front.
from the front.
Well,
yeah.
you could do both, Dan. I mean, why limit yourself?
I guess so. I could just do it all over.
You'd be like, you tell her, you slam it on her vag and her anus, and you say, "I'm a man about town."
I'm about to get in something.
I'd rather you guys fall in love first,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
me
it'd be more
too.
romantic.
and then like
And
you
then
get
I
married and
like I
shit.
come between her
Fucking
tits.
wild.
Dan becomes like a public figure.
Yeah, dude, that'd be so shit. I would change my name to Pelosi.
You'll
Then I would
be like,
then I would become Speaker of the House, and then I become the president. It'd be
Who's
like
that?
so sick.
who's that chick back in the early 2000s that married that really old guy, porn star?
Oh, you're talking Heather? No,
Anna something?
Anna. Yeah. I know you're talking about. She married that super old guy.
Anna
Yeah.
Nicole Simpson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Smith.
Oh, Smith.
Anna Nicole
Anna
Smith.
Nicole
Yes,
Smith,
Anna
yeah.
Nicole Simpson was murdered.
Oh,
Anna Nicole
oh,
Smith.
oh,
Anna
oh,
Nicole
oh.
Smith is the model. She was like a guest model and a
She was
stripper.
murdered.
Well, who?
These two people.
Anna Nicole Simpson was murdered by O.J. Simpson. He got away with it.
Oh yeah, we don't care about her.
Anna Nicole Smith was a model. She was a
Yes.
model for Guess Jeans, and then she was also a stripper. And then this wealthy millionaire or billionaire old geriatric man was a fan of hers, married her, and she inherited a bunch of money.
Married. Well, I think
And then
they.
she died a couple years later, and damn,
M-
that's what would happen to
MK
you.
Ultra, you know.
I would take that chance.
Would you?
Brittany
If you knew
Murphy-
you were gonna die at 40,
Mhm.
you have this beautiful romance with Nancy Pelosi.
I would do it. Fucking chilling. I'd live like kings. I'd buy you guys all houses with my money and shit. Like,
Let me
I'd
ask,
take
well,
care of
hold
my
on.
fam.
Let me ask you guys a question. If you're 70 years old and
Yeah.
you have an opportunity to get in with some like 25-year-old hottie, like, okay,
Yeah.
you're not married, everything, right? 25-year-old hottie, she doesn't really love you. She's just there for the money. But what do you give a
I'm
fuck?
doing
What do
it.
you care?
No, I
doing
mean,
it.
I would.
I'm doing
well,
it. I'm pulling the trigger.
It's like
I would definitely do it as long as she
I'm
like
going
makes
in.
my butthole every now and then and like.
Well,
jerks me
yeah,
off.
obviously that's that's
Well,
part of the
she's
deal.
You gotta make
You know,
some of the. But
That's
then again,
the-
once she's
that's the
married,
flesh
once you're
bargain.
married,
That's the flesh
Once you're
part.
Ryan, you're gonna do that. You would do that.
No,
Ryan.
because they're always gonna they're always gonna be enticed by your money. Like there's
anybody would.
like Anna Nicole Smith, right? Like she would get an allowance, a weekly allowance, and her allowance was crazy.
yeah.
It was like $50,000 a week,
not bad.
something crazy like that. It ended up not being enough. She would blow through it. You could spend money, like
Wow.
Brewster's Millions. You could spend some money if you got to.
Man, we could get so much clam chowder.
Dude, I love clam chowder.
Would
dude.
you jump into a pool full of clam chowder?
Yes. Is it hot? Because I don't want to do that.
No,
It's
not like
in
hot,
Victoria.
but it'll be warm.
I don't want to like die.
Room
you know,
temperature,
like
so you
those,
can eat it and not get sick.
Dude, you
Yeah.
come out looking like the Joker does when he comes
Yeah, but
out.
could
of
you
that-
even swim in it? Is it too thick to swim in?
Yeah,
Well,
you
if
drown.
it's cold, it'll be thick.
would-
But if you warm it up
Nah.
enough.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, that's just not liquid
And I
enough.
want there to be
It's drowning.
giant crackers. You know those crackers you put in clam chowder?
Like the oyster look, not the oyster.
Yeah,
What are they called?
oyster
Like,
crackers.
Oyster
Yeah, the
crackers,
oyster
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, dude.
Yeah, but
so-
those get soft
I
and
do.
melt and
I
then
like
you
that though.
fuck
I
it.
like the image of Dan coming out of clam chowder vat, and then he kisses Nancy Pelosi,
yeah.
and then there's like a meme starts that like hashtag goals.
I wish I was an animator. That'd
You
be so
could, you
funny.
could be. You gotta make sure you get the peak right though. You gotta get the peak.
Well, that's
just
true.
right.
Just so we know who it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, listen. Enough about Nancy Pelosi. 'Cause it is about that time. I gotta go here soon. You know.
You don't gotta
I
go
gotta
anywhere.
get more high. You know. And
It's like the night is young, my friends. I gotta watch.
yeah, I mean it's pretty sick.
Succession.
It's pretty sick. I know. I got Barry. I gotta finish Barry.
Oh, Barry's
Um,
good. Barry's good.
Barry's pretty good, dude. Check out Barry. It's on Mike. It's on HBO.
Bill Hader is one of the funniest people on the planet.
Dude, Bill.
But
is
like
good.
what you got to watch, it used to be on Netflix. I don't know if it is anymore. Documentary Now, where every episode they basically do a parody of a famous documentary. It is one of the fun. It's Bill Hader and Fred Armisen, and it's one of the funniest fucking shows I've ever seen. Like especially you don't have to know the documentaries to think it's funny. It makes it funnier, but dude, it is just pure goofy comedy gold.
I love
It's
it.
so good.
I like, and the thing about Barry is way more toned down. So like,
yeah, it's
he's actually playing a guy, so it's not as funny. It's still funny.
It's a drama. It's a
The
drama.
guy that plays the Chechen like bald guy in that show is fucking Hank or whatever his name
Hank,
is.
yeah.
Is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
That guy makes me laugh every time he talks.
And they're
He's
actually,
so-
I think they're filming season 3 right now.
yeah, it's pretty good. It's worth it. It's worth a watch. But anyway, so last night, listen, I'm laying in my bed, and I'm sleeping, obviously, and I'm sleeping like this, and then I feel like in my dream, I feel something gripping my wrists, like squeezing,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
my wrists and shit, or something. And as I'm coming to, like, I felt it release, like, and I felt like the blanket move.
So you got a
I'm
fucking ghost? man?
And I think it was a succubus.
He's gonna get raped by a demon tonight.
Dude, I think it was a succubus trying to get at me, dude.
Dude, it's that cum demon we were talking about.
Yeah, but Dan, if you stand your ground, there's laws that protect you.
From demon ship, from
Yeah,
demon
yeah.
sex.
So you
I've
got
read Malachi Martin's work, Ryan. I understand. what I need to do.
Listen, I ain't going to be no hostage to no devil, okay? I read this book, okay? Ain't going to happen.
I'm just saying. I think there was some shit going on in there, and I was freaking out, and like I was having like this.
You've
No,
been
I think
doing too many
I had
drugs,
a-
man. You're doing too many
I
drugs
had
back to back.
I had a slight moment of like, not panic. I don't think panic, anxiety, maybe, for 10, 15 seconds, because I really did feel like a weight on my hips. Like I felt like I was being pushed down. Like I felt it. So like when I came to and I felt all of it release from my, like I was sleeping like this,
Yeah.
like holding my hands or something, and I felt my wrist press into my body.
That's like when you have...
And
that's like,
I don't know in my dream if I was squeezing myself, and then I like came to, like I couldn't tell. So I was sitting there, but like I could feel it, man, and I had to do this. Like I got up, I was like, "Hey, I'm a full grace Lord."
Did you?
Yeah, just get in there, real. Hell yeah, dude! You get in there, you gotta say a little
fucking
bit.
throw a
Wait, you
fucking
can
force field out there.
wait, you can remember? Is that what you do? You do some cheesy shit? Yeah. May the power of Christ compel you. No, I just
Dude, the
you know,
human
Dan, you better start
Crazy.
sleeping with the rosary, man. I would sleep with the rosary. That's what I do. Anytime weird something happens,
What?
I grab a rosary, put it in my hand, and I'm ready.
Oh, I sleep.
I'm ready for any demon. I'm ready. If that demon comes, I'm pulling that Jesus up and saying, "Get the fuck out of here."
Just like
policy
Jesus
on
would have
you,
said.
dude.
Just like Jesus would have said. He would have said, "Get the fuck out of here,
You
buddy."
gotta get a scapular, man.
Scapula.
A scapula.
I actually do have one, man. I need to put that back on.
Oh, Michael. You know, honestly, I'm kind of surprised you don't wear one. Now, if
I used to
people
wear one.
normies at home, if they don't know, a scapular is basically like your token. Your insurance policy is like a token. Is being like, I will die in the state of grace as long as I'm wearing this, and I will be guaranteed a spot in heaven. That's what a scapular functionally is.
But
Guys,
you can
Candace
still go to
Brooks sucks.
purgatory
No,
for
you can go to-
basically ever.
No, well, what? No, listen. And if you think about eternity as a timeline, you're not going to be in purgatory for eternity. So
But
you
no,
do your
for
time and you get out.
It would be a long time.
Yeah, but as long as like the second coming of Christ and shit happens,
dude, what
if I
happens
get there right before all that goes down, won't I get into heaven?
He'll be like John Wick.
Yeah.
He'll be like
They'll
John
open up
Wick.
the gates, right?
He'll be like John Wick
Yeah.
at the end of Constantine going into heaven. He turns around and he gives the devil the
Dude,
finger.
yeah.
Dude, imagine being in purgatory for
Yeah, but
thousands of years.
wait.
and you see some asshole
Wait.
show up, and then
Wait. You
the
can't
gates
just wear a
open.
scapular, and that you know there is a ceremony that has to be done with you and the priest in the scapular in order for that to actually be effective.
Right. You believe in that magic?
It's not
shit,
just
okay?
like you buy a scapular, you put it on,
And
and you're good to go.
Yeah, I know.
But a lot of
Well, you can
people
get 'em
don't
pre-blessed.
actually. Yeah.
It's the Catholic equivalent of magic underwear that the Mormons wear.
A little bit.
I mean, yeah, it is.
Except
really
it's just
is.
more practical.
really,
It's more
but-
practical.
Yeah, Mike, it
How
is.
dare you?
It literally is.
It's just more practical.
Like it is. You got to be admit. Like it is that same type of effect. Like
Dude,
as
you
far
can
as
get
saying
a,
like
you can get a scapular right now. It can be had on Amazon.com
$2.99.
Yeah,
for
but it's not
about $20.
Oh, I bet you can go to.
$20.
No, I bet you can go on some fucking legit websites.
I can
that
get you a
look super
satchel
fucking
full of scapulars
legit.
right now.
They'll probably send you some.
Yeah, you can buy them, but then you're gonna have to take them to a priest and get the blessing and do.
Yeah,
all
how
this.
hard is that going to be?
They actually come white, but then
I don't know.
Couldn't you just throw it in the holy? Couldn't you just throw it in the holy water and be done with it? I mean, that's
And it
blood.
has to have wool in it. It has to have wool.
Yeah, it's got to have
Can't.
wool.
Yeah.
They all have wool.
That-
I can get
yeah, it
you
does
20
sound kinda- that does sound
scapulars. I can get you a multi-pack of scapulars for $27 right now.
I know, but then you gotta get blessed. Yes, I know you can buy the scapulars, but
How
you gotta
much
get
is a
blessed.
blessing? How much is a blessing? $25, so $50.
Well, it should be free. This
No,
is your
I don't.
immortal soul.
There's probably not even a fee. You just have to find somebody to
You
do
think
it.
you could just
You have
walk
to-
up to a priest like, please, Father, will you bless this
Yeah.
guy?
And he
So
says
the
no.
priest,
I don't know.
He's like
Let
an
me-
old television actor at a science fiction convention. Be like, that'll be $30.
I
Yeah.
don't think I will today. So.
Your
Not
your
today.
kids seem really nice and special, but could you please buy an autograph? I've been talking to you for 15 minutes.
Listen here, I'll cut you a deal, Mike. If I was the priest, this is what I would say to you. I'll cut you a deal, but I get your son every Sunday.
Yeah,
I'll bless the sky.
he's got to be an altar boy, as
And
we
he's
call
gonna
them in
be-
the business. That's what they call them in the business.
Oh, jeez.
Altar boy, concubine.
Altar boy? What would be an altar boy?
Listen,
pig, Dan.
I've been drinking a little
fucking
bit.
robes on.
Dude, an altar boy though would be pretty sick.
Dude,
Like,
have you guys ever known kids that got molested? Like when you were a
Yes.
kid?
yes.
When I was a
Yes.
kid,
Or like a teenager, and then you found out, you're like, wow, that's why that kid was so weird.
well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Molested by who?
Okay, I knew these kids, and well, they were always weird. They were weird before they even got
Why are
this
you
happened to them.
Talking about the Hearts? I'm just joking.
No,
Nobody knows who
No,
that
no,
is.
no,
I'm
no.
just a joke. Nobody knows who
no,
that is.
it's not about it's not no. So they were weird before, and then
And they got really
put into
weird.
Boy Scout. And
We threw him.
they were caught. You know, the Boy Scout leader was caught
Yeah.
doing things to them that were very horrific and
Like what? Like were they like making like was he like doing what? Like what do you know the details? Like what was happening?
like
was
you know
was
like
he fucking
what
these
you would-
kids?
I
Did he-
believe so.
Did he He put his penis inside of them.
I
Did
think
he-
so. I don't know, but that's what. I don't know all these things yet. I don't know, but anyways.
Jesus.
And after that, man, they were just even more strange. Like they were already
Yeah.
strange, but then they got like really strange.
It's called trauma.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they were like
So
really
what-
kind of like messed up, like
so is
real
it
bad.
so did,
Yeah.
is what would happen that the community of kids banished them?
They're like, oh, those kids are fags. Like we
They
need to get them
became
out of here.
outcasts. Did
No,
you hang out with
I-
them? Did you touch them? Like when
What
if you
the-
were playing
no.
tag or something, did you ever touch them?
No. Like this happened like we were like teenagers, like maybe like 14, 15 when this all came out.
Well, so when did it actually happen to them?
But it was happening to them over the last couple of years. It was like a slow progression.
And everybody
It
knew.
was like this Boy
open
Scout
secret.
leader. Yeah,
Can't
they
go in
joined Boy
episode without
Scouts.
talking about fucking
You know,
kids.
they joined Boy Scouts. Their mother was already a whack job, like been in the mental hospital. They joined this Boy Scouts, so
Oh,
like
yeah.
he's taking on like these boys that are like kind of like out of control a little bit, and he's like teaching them, and it gives like the parents a break, and they like think it's great. Then they start spending a couple nights a week at his house, and
Oh,
then
that's where you're
you know
fucking up.
slowly.
Well, that's
You
what
know,
a lot
he
of those,
starts
a lot
to-
of these predatory guys do. They get in your house. They get in your family.
Have you
Yes.
never seen Abducted in Plain Sight? They groom the parents usually.
No, but
first.
that's
That's
what, actually a lot of this has happened with a lot of Catholic priests. If you watch the documentary,
Deliver
deliver,
Catholic Boy Scout leader.
well, deliver us from evil.
from evil. Yeah.
That's what the priest did. They ingratiate themselves to the family to get free access to their children.
Yes,
And it's
that's
like
what
so-
this guy did.
yeah, it's like a long game. Like it's like a year, 2 years.
No, this
5
was like a
years.
few years.
No, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
Probably like
No,
5-6 years.
it starts, but they start out just being
Yes.
part of your
Hey
family.
man, can I just like hang out and like with the bed like in the
Oh no, they'll do.
the bed
I'm
with
serious.
the
I'm
kid,
serious. They'll
like-
do shit like that.
And they're like, but
They're
the
that
Abducted
brazen.
in Plain Sight thing is the thing that blew my mind.
Well, that is
Like,
like,
that was-
that's like an example, like such an egregious example of parental like neglect or just being
no, but
fucking
this,
stupid.
Sean, this was probably on this level, that level.
No, I don't doubt it. Honestly, I mean, from
Like-
what it
No, but
sounds
that's the
like.
because
problem. That's the problem
it
with
took-
assumed authority. So if you're like a Catholic person and a priest is staying at your house, you're like people are so subservient to that presence that they'll be like, "Oh yeah, okay, sure,
Sounds like
Yeah.
sounds like you guys in the government, same shit.
yeah."
This
fucking
guy
slave.
was a Boy Scout leader that was also at the church.
Yeah.
Double whammy, huh?
Yeah.
The good old
So
double whammy.
he like brought all these Catholic kids, and I actually went to the first Boy Scout meeting, and I said, I went to one meeting, and I said, I'm not going back there to my parents. I said, that guy's a fucking weirdo. I said, I'm not going. And they were like, no, you gotta go. I'm like, no, I'm not going. And they tried
But-
to force me to go again, and I ran away, and I'm like, I'm not going.
Oh wow.
I-
Well, that's why it's important to
I-
listen to kids because kids can't
Mike,
always
Mike had a
articulate.
fucking pedodar or whatever.
But
like
kids,
radar.
kids oftentimes know when something is wrong. They don't know how to articulate it correctly, and their parents do
Yeah,
a very
he was
similar
just
thing
a
to that.
weird-
But
he
they're
was
just
just a
like,
weird
no,
dude."
it's just you just feel nervous because you've never done something like this before. Blah blah blah. That happens all the time.
Yeah, no, he was just a weird dude. Like you could just tell, like he was like weird.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know,
think
like
I'll have,
sometimes,
well, I guess
sometimes you
always-
just know when someone's a weirdo.
No,
You're
like,
okay,
dude,
that
that's
guy's-
like
Yeah.
I feel so like I don't feel comfortable like being a single guy around kids like at all. Like I don't
Yeah, I
like
hear ya.
it like at all.
why
I don't like it. I don't like that.
are you a put?
I was the same way.
No, if anything, I think that makes me less of a weirdo because I don't like that. I
Well,
don't
you're
like
hyper.
being with
You're
kids.
you're hyper aware of the dynamic. Actually, it was funny. Like when I was out trick or treating last night, there was this kid who came up like behind us, and he had like a cool mask. I was like, and I recognized it, but I couldn't place it. I was like, oh, dude, that's a really cool costume. Like, what is that from? And he's like, I don't know. And he like kind of shuffled away. I was like, oh, yeah, that's right.
You were that guy.
Like I was
Yeah,
being
you
that
were-
guy a little bit. And
Yeah.
I mean, granted, that's just like society is like that right now. And maybe it has been for a while, but like then I got self-aware. I was like, oh shit, like maybe I should not be asking 10-year-old kids what their costumes are. Like
Yeah.
I'm dressed like a giant
Yeah.
banana. Even though I'm there with
Yeah.
my wife, I'm there with my kid, I'm there with like my wife's friends and other kids.
Yeah,
and,
as
and
history
Ryan's
shows,
wife.
it doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Like that's the crazy thing is I think about it is you know, I don't even like watching kids, like, you know, like my family and stuff, but I just don't. It just that's not something guys should be doing, in my opinion.
I don't. Well,
Like a single
Well,
guy
it's
should
not
not
like
be,
a fucking barbecue.
huh?
Like if you're at a barbecue and you.
No, I know. I mean, I don't know. I just always thought it was like weird. I don't know. I never.
What, to
It
even
doesn't.
be around kids at all?
What do you mean, dude?
No.
I'll play with the kids.
No.
what? What are you
you're
saying?
Yeah, you
At
missed
my
my-
wedding,
like-
I was throwing
like-
those kids around, dude.
like
Well,
I would
yeah.
not be the
Michael
guy.
Jordan, too.
I don't think it's like appropriate
But that's your
for
family.
adults. I don't think it's appropriate for, like, yeah, especially with family is a difference. But you
Oh,
know,
yeah,
when
well,
you're
yeah.
talking
Yeah.
to like random kids, like at jiu-jitsu
Oh,
and
well,
stuff,
yeah, that's
like they
kind
bring
of
their,
like.
they'll come up and try to like mess with me and shit, and I'm like, like fuck off, like don't do that, man.
What do you
Like,
mean trying to mess with you?
No, like try to
Like,
like
you know-
wrestle with, like try to do
Yeah,
jujitsu,
like,
and
and you're
Dan's
like,
like, no, dude,
like,
you're gonna make
please
me
don't-
come. You're gonna make me come. Don't do it. No, I know exactly what
Oh,
you mean. Dan.
Dan.
No, Dan, I know
I'm
exactly.
just like, I'm
No,
I'm
especially-
single,
dude,
I'm
it-
alone here, like I don't want to, like,
Especially,
I don't wanna-
there's been a few moments in my life where I had that like self-awareness. Like I remember when I lived in Alaska, I was like 22. Our landlords were our neighbors, and we lived in like a duplex, and they forgot that they made a mistake and locked their door, and their kid was locked out of their house, and like nobody was home apparently, or I didn't know if somebody was home. Kids knocking on the door. I don't have their phone numbers because I was like a subletter, so I didn't have contact with the landlord. And and because like I had just moved from living with like Ryan and Anna and Megan and you, and like my impulse was like, I was like, well, if you want to come in and watch TV while I try to figure out where your parents are, and then I was like, oh wait, no, you cannot come into my house. Let's walk outside. Let's walk outside. So I took the kid and I took him around to the back where the back door was, where the
public,
windows
like,
were. And I
in
was like, so we
public.
knocked on the door. I got the kid inside to his parents. But my impulse, just as a human being, because I was raised like, you know, I'm the oldest of 5 kids. I had a lot of cousins growing up and stuff. I was like, oh, this kid's scared. Like, do you like?
No, but see, that's what a pedophile would do. They would get him to come in the house.
No,
you
I know that. No, I know that.
And
That's
and
why.
That's the creepy. It's the creepy thing about it, dude.
No, but
Like,
that's
and
why. Like that's why my instinct is like just an
Yeah, but
older
see-
brother kicked in, and I saw a scared kid, and I
Most-
was like, "Oh, you can just watch TV, and I'll find your parents."
Dude,
but
a
then I
majority-
immediately was like, "No, well, hold on, no," because
a majority of people who are sexually assaulted are from their family.
no, I know that most
Yes.
most domestic
Like,
abuse,
mo-
most abuse is somebody that you know or somebody you're related
Yeah.
to. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
So
or
you
you're
guys have
fucking
heard
poison.
stories like that before? Like you were growing up around.
Plenty. I had
Sorry-
fucking
sorry, kid.
Jedediah. This kid Curtis, his dad tried to fucking yank on my dick in the
Yeah, Little
at
League.
Brian's little league game in the concession stand. Tried to jerk me
No,
off.
we did not.
Yeah, Mr. Curtis on there. He got arrested for being a pet. I swear. I was sitting there. I was sitting there. Like on
How
the
old
grill.
were you?
I don't know, like 12 or 13 probably.
Yeah,
13.
old.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there, and
Totally take him.
yeah. Well, I was sitting there, and I was like flipping a burger or something, and he came up from behind me, and he caressed me, like he like started rubbing my chest and stuff, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like I was like, and I pushed him, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here, and I just left. And I went back and sat with mom, and mom was like, "What's going on?" I'm like, I'm like, "Fuck that guy!" Like, he's a fucking weirdo.
yeah.
And mom, I think mom was like, "I couldn't have been like anything like that."
Well,
And I was
because
like,
that's
"I don't know, man."
that's your like a lot of adults will have that, especially of a certain
Dude, I'm
generation.
telling you,
will have that
like,
immediate
he
response.
tried to dance with me, like from the back, like he was moving like that.
Oh, you're
like,
beautiful. You're a beautiful
like,
young boy.
And I was like, "Oh, what the fuck is?"
But then, how many people were there?
Honestly, you should take it as
No,
a
it-
compliment. It should have been. You should have taken it
I
as a
know.
compliment. Honestly.
I know, dude. No, but I think there was. I mean, the concession was just him and I in there. It had like a little grill. It was
Yeah.
under the. It was under
Dark.
the.
It's a little dark in there.
Yeah, it was a little dark.
You
in there.
were in a secession stand working and getting paid.
Yeah.
No.
it was-
No,
yeah,
it was
No, it was
volunteer.
volunteering for
Yeah,
school. It
it
was like at a game.
Yeah, it was like at a little league baseball game.
You did that?
Well, for Ryan, yeah, Ryan was playing a game, and I was asked to volunteer, and I did, and the guy tried to fucking molest me. He fucking tried.
And I got out of it by by my non-existent foreskin.
Brian, how bad would you have felt if Dan got molested that night?
You know,
He volunteered for you.
depends how well I did.
Yeah, Brian, like it depends if I hit a home run, worth it.
That was a fucking all-star, dude. I couldn't even play in the all-star game.
Ah, man.
We had to go on trips to Maine. What a fucking little brat kid.
No, but it was definitely a weird, like, and I already had like weird experiences before that, so like I knew like what adults like when that happened.
Yeah.
I was like, like no, I knew exactly what that.
I've had no experiences.
Yeah, you're just not hot. You weren't a hot kid. What can I say? You're ugly.
You're an ugly kid. Nobody wanted to fuck you, dude. I'm
Or
sorry.
maybe they just saw how weak I was.
I've had no experience personally, but I've been around people that were just weird and then found out.
You're Catholic. Of course, you know.
Well, there's a lot of them.
Do you know any? Do you know anybody that was molested by a priest?
Well, I know somebody that accused a priest of molesting them.
And they got away with the priest is nothing happened to him?
Well, he was innocent, Dan. God damn it! Don't you fucking understand that?
Yeah, I think he was proven innocent.
Oh, proven, huh?
But I don't know, but I do know of that. That would be like the only one I personally know, but I know of like third parties that I know people that did.
That's actually kind of
like
shocking.
Alexander knows a bunch of people because like he was in a different community where that was like very prevalent.
Well, like
he grew up in like the Baltimore. He grew up right in the whole Baltimore scandal.
Yeah, where the Democrats were. Yeah, because they're Democrats.
Dude, seriously. I mean, and then you have that famous one up in France right now. They just got another like 1,000 cases that were covered up in the last 50 years.
Oh yeah, the Catholic Church is rampant with covering that shit up.
Dude,
it's in the Vatican. They go to bathhouses and have sex with young boys, like young prostitutes.
Allegedly.
No, but like there's a few priests when I was a kid, and we were and I was still going to St. Benedict Center. If anybody wants to look it up, that. They were later found out to be abusers, but when I was a kid, they were definitely trying to groom me. Like trying to get me into a precarious situation. And they did this thing that I was talking about earlier, where they would come over your house, they would want to have dinner, and they would want to be part of your family.
So did they ever come over the house?
Yeah. Yeah. What's his name? I can't. I'm not trying to protect the person. I can't remember the name. It's like Father. Oh, what was his name?
So what did you guys eat for dinner? Lasagna?
Probably was lasagna and salad.
Mom's
got one trick. Yeah, that's.
I mean, that's definitely how you feed a pedophile lasagna. They say they sleep for 3 days.
No, but I remember that, and I remember talking to our parents, and our parents, thankfully, especially our dad, a little more like hyper aware of that stuff, or at least would entertain it. Like, because a lot of parents wouldn't. They'd be like, "Oh, that's a priest. You're being a fucking asshole," and they were like,
"Dad did not just trust authority figures."
No, and he was just like, "No, that's really weird, Sean," and that's the end of that. And then he never came over the house again.
Why? What did he do?
He specifically wanted me to like give him a tour of our like yard and our house. This is when we lived in New Hampshire. We lived in the White House. Which was not like a giant yard or anything like that, but he wanted me to walk around, and he very much and he was at the school that I went to school at St. Benedict Center. He insisted all the kids always kiss him on the hand, like there was like that was a big thing for him.
Well, you gotta respect him, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, of course. And then comes out a few years later, he had been like a serial abuser. He was bouncing around from diocese. He had found St. Benedict Center because they weren't part of the diocese. So they didn't check any of that shit. They just let whoever come. Like a couple priests came through St. Benedict Center that had very, very weird pasts because they weren't part of the diocese. And it was anybody that could say the Latin Mass would go there. And they would be kind of accepted with open arms. Like, how could this person ever be like this? Oh, it's not Father John. I can't remember his fucking name. I know you
Maybe
guys.
Father-
You guys would
I
remember.
know.
You guys would
maybe
remember.
Jingleheimer?
You guys would remember
Father-
him if
Father-
I
Father
knew.
Jingleheimer?
He was like a middle-aged guy, black hair, dyed black hair, kind of maybe like 5'7", 5'8", something like that.
Looks like Dan.
Yes, just like Dan. No, but like
Oh my God, imagine Dan
oh, what was his name?
priest going trying to fuck your kids.
I can't remember his name, but I remember our parents being like, "Yeah, no, that's weird. We're not gonna do this anymore." And that was very shortly after that we were done with St.
Well,
Benedict.
wait, no, you're like missing the biggest part. So he literally asked for you to take it on a tour, and then what does Dad say? And Mom, they're like, no, like that's okay.
No, like no, I did the tour thing, and then I told Mom and Dad about like what it was like, and like him like rubbing my shoulders and all this stuff, and they were just like, no, that's the end of that. Thank God, thank God, because like you're just like a dumb fucking kid. You're just
Yeah.
you have
Dude,
you have an
I went
assumed
to this
authority.
One school.
You're an assumed authority figure. Everybody tells you that like you got to listen to this person. They're the highest authority, especially at St. Benedict Center. You're dealing with a priest. They're like the next thing to the fucking Pope as far as they're concerned. And it was all about acquiescence. It was all about like compliance. And thankfully, at least our family was not really like that. Like,
It's like we
not
were
into
like
that.
in that shit, but like not in that shit.
Yeah, we're kind of like we were a little bit separate. We're a little bit black
Always
sheep.
outcasts.
A little bit of
Always
black,
outcasts.
a little bit of
Definitely.
outcast. Yeah.
Did you guys hear fucking what Lindsey Graham said on January 6th? Did you hear what came out?
No.
They said free Subway for everybody.
Yes. No, he literally was yelling at the Capitol Police. He's like, "You guys got fucking guns, use them." Like he was telling them to shoot.
Yes.
To shoot
Yeah.
protesters.
I can imagine.
Honestly, they should have killed them all. Like it would have just been easy, quick. I
Right.
don't believe in freedom of speech anymore. I'm over it.
Well,
I think
obviously,
all-
this episode is illustrated. You think women
Yeah,
should be beaten and
the
raped on
only
subways?
people who should be allowed
and,
to serve in government are black fags. That's it.
Oh my God.
Bags.
Is this like a fucking new trend, Dan? Is this like a Twitter trend?
Anyways,
No, Ryan, I start.
I cut Michael off. He was about to say something. What were you gonna say, Michael?
Oh no, I was gonna say I went to this one school and there was definitely a pedophile and I recognized him and my mom was like, "Yeah, you're not going back there."
See, I had no experiences with that. I had only
You were
good
an
experience
ugly
being
kid.
Catholic. No, I was probably one of the most top 10 fuckable kids in the community.
No, maybe they thought you were too strong-willed. They just
Yeah,
look at
no,
you
I
like
was too
you're
thick. You know, big in stature. You couldn't fucking get me with my wide legs, dude.
I like the generalized trauma of just being like raised Catholic in New England. Everybody's just like, oh yeah, no, it was shit happens, you know.
I mean, statistically,
You're
that's
probably
where-
more likely to get molested as a Catholic than to die of COVID.
like I'll tell
Yes, actually, yeah.
actually, yes.
That should be the new meme. You are more likely to be molested as a Catholic boy than to die of
You guys should make that.
COVID-19.
Sean's good at making memes. He can do it.
I can't, dude. I'm not a Photoshop guy. I'm very unsavvy.
I do have Adobe Premiere and shit. I don't know. Maybe I can figure it
You
out.
should.
but that's,
Yeah,
like,
you're
a
the
lot
one who
of
has like
work.
the fucking big fucking high-tech, hi-fi, lo-fi, medium-fi. Some
All the
shit.
fives, dude. I don't know, man. I'll just tell you this much. Don't fucking leave your kid alone with a priest. But what I think it is
Or
like
just other people's
if you look at
adults.
people who search for positions of authority, they usually are predators. Most of the time, those are the predators. In my experience, I've seen like in the military.
Yeah, and broadly
right,
speaking, right?
80% of them are definitely like predators in the sense of like looking for sexual gratification, looking for like they're narcissists. they're
narcissists.
really-
They're looking for status. They're looking. They will step on people to get to places. Yeah,
yeah, and that's predatory behavior. To me.
I know.
It's-
I agree that
Yeah.
it's because they're opportunists, right? Like, so they're looking for chinks in everybody's armor.
What did you say, Cenk Uyghur?
Yeah.
What?
Yes, they're looking for Cenk Uyghurs in everybody's armor, and they're trying to like. They're schemers. There's nothing worse than a schemer. Like somebody that's not upfront.
No, schemers are important.
No, they're
Yeah, but
not.
they're just like you and me.
They're
We
awful.
all like pepperoni
No,
pizza.
Sean, like I'm telling you, like people who decide to go be cops, and like they think they're doing it for the right. That's not why they're doing it. Like all the time. There's definitely cops that want to help people, like me, I didn't join the military to be like in a position of authority. I was like, it'll be like different. Like there's different people who do it for different reasons. Like, I was
Obviously,
never
yeah.
concerned about making rank. I didn't care.
Yeah.
I didn't give a fuck like if I was like the most powerful dude around because I was. It was me. I didn't need to be anyone else. But like there is that predatory. Like I am. That's true. You can ask anybody. I was never a rank chaser or chase.
No, I don't think you were at all.
You were a fucking. You were a troublemaker.
I was. I know.
Well,
I was me.
relatively.
I didn't fuck around.
Dan is a troublemaker, relatively speaking. To them, he was a troublemaker.
No,
To
I'm
anybody
a
with
disruptor.
to anybody
I'm
with
a
half a
disruptor.
brain, it's like Dan just educated himself. He knew what his rights were. He didn't give a fuck about that, and he would tell them. And that's something. That's probably the most respectable thing Dan has ever done.
Thanks.
You fucking piece of shit.
I mean, like, everybody,
no, dude, that was
everybody-
like to me. That was a big
Okay.
deal. Like to me, I remember when
First of all-
Dan was getting in trouble. Dan was getting investigated. That was
all the time,
Dan being able to actually hold the fort, fucking hold it down. Whether that
mean, it
came
wasn't
from
that
depression or apathy or whatever, like I don't know where it came from, but he did it, and he was always proven to be in the right. So
Every time. I was always in trouble, dude. I was in trouble probably at least once every 3
yeah,
months.
because you have a
and
problem with authority, just like everybody
I don't,
on this
I don't have a
podcast.
problem. I don't have a problem with authority. I have a problem with
Yes,
people
you
who
do.
are full of shit. I do not.
Most
I
authority
don't-
is
I
full
have a-
of shit. Most authority
Exactly.
members, people are full of shit.
Maybe
Exactly.
the problem with authority is the wrong way to put it. You just don't immediately give authority.
Yeah, I look. I make sure that you're right, or like I want to make sure that you're right. And if I'm like, I'm not just gonna blindly follow.
No,
or trust.
respect is a privilege. Trust is a
Yeah.
privilege. It's not something
Yeah.
you just give over.
Exactly.
You can always present like, okay, listen, I just met
Like,
you. I'm going to be respectable. You be respectable to me. But as soon as you show me that is not your modus operandi, I'm fucking. That's not the paradigm we're living under anymore. Like,
Yeah,
and I don't trust you.
And I used to love because Master Sergeants, E7s would like be careful what they say around me, because they fucking know that I would be the first one to say something.
Yeah.
Like I'd be like, no sir, according to AFI 36-2903, like blah blah blah. Like I'd be in that shit. Fucking do my shit. But I never did it to the lower people. I never made.
No,
Like
I didn't.
I
not
mean,
at all.
unless like
I don't punch down.
no, I only punched up and at trans people. I'm Dave Chappelle of white people. I was the Dave Chappelle of the military. That's who I was.
I'm
Just
team,
fighting off demons.
Team
That's all I
Turf.
was
I'm
doing.
Team Turf. I want that J.K.
And I was-
Rowling chick.
Yeah, but hey, I don't know, man. I would just say, I'm chilling because of my time in the military. So like, like everyone says, like you got to work really hard in your 20s, you get to chill. That was me. I got to work really hard in my 20s. And now I'm chilling.
The 30s
You
are.
scum! You scum!
30s are
Like,
about finding purpose, I guess, right? Because you're about to be 30 this year.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna be 30.
So
man.
now
I'm gonna be
you
30,
find
but I'm not
now
scared.
you spend the next decade finding your purpose.
You gotta get some ejaculate out there.
Yeah, I think I do need. I probably have a kid somewhere. Honestly,
You need to fill a girl with a baby.
I need more art.
Settle
I
down.
think I need to get more art.
No,
Yeah,
you need to find a
wife?
receptacle for sperm.
I think I do, but like you guys like
Yes,
think
I
get laid.
agree.
Like Ryan doesn't think I get laid and shit. Like I spent
It's
Ryan,
not even about that, Dan.
like it's like come on, like I'll never forget Ryan. I'm like sitting in the car with Ryan and he goes, it'd be pretty cool if you were gay. Like it's like it'd be okay. Like and I was like, what do you mean, man? I'm like I'm not gay, dude.
It's like if I could
I-
tell people I have a
no,
gay
I-
brother,
I-
I'd score a lot of points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of what he
It's
was
not even
saying.
that. I just thought it's.
tell you
No,
what.
that was hilarious.
Dude, I wish I was gay sometimes because you could like that is a world I understand. It's a
I
world I
fought my
can
gay
I
odds.
can navigate. I understand it. Like I get it. Like women will always circumvent,
No.
subvert you, and surprise like your expectations about like what you think is is normal or what you think you should be doing, or if everything's going great, you're like everything's going great, everything's been fine, and they're like, no, it's not, because women are passive aggressive by nature. So like
That
getting
happens to me a lot.
yeah, so getting the truth of something is like really
You just gotta
hard
not care.
sometimes. No, you do. I don't know, when you're married to
just don't
somebody, you do have to care.
Just don't care to just fall away. Just sleep.
Yeah,
Just sleep. That's
just
right. When
sleep.
I'm sad, I just
Yeah,
sleep.
I let
just sleep it out.
my son Foster. He comes, he shakes me awake. I say, "Go away, son. I'm depressed because of your mother."
Yeah.
He's like, oh damn, that's deep. And
Yeah,
he
dude.
walks away.
Yeah, he's like,
And then he
"Alright,
gives
Dad."
me a fist pound. He says, "Bump it, I feel you."
I'll be in my room if you want to talk to me.
No, but that's just it's just a you're like when you're like in like long-term relationships, you're constantly reminded about the male female
you're
dynamic, like the
stuck,
difference.
yeah.
The difference, you're constantly reminded of the difference of like how you perceive the world.
It is a
And it's-
navigation.
And
of
you
different water.
you learn to navigate it, but you should learn how to understand each other. That's
So
like
when you-
the ultimate goal at the end of the day is like you need to just accept certain things about me and I will accept certain things about you, and we will move forward and not always be frustrated or angry. Like
Yes.
that's just something that
Yes.
you have to figure out.
How well do you chart the waters of femininity?
Me?
Yeah.
Right as of
Is it
now.
rocky out there at sea? Is it?
No, actually,
you
right
know,
now it's probably my marriage, my relationship is the best it's ever been.
No, there
In
it goes.
in the past few months up to now, the best it's probably been since we first got together. Like we have perfect understanding, perfect communication. It's not always what we want to hear. It's not always like perfect. It's not. Well, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not always talking about getting along, but we understand each other, and that is so paramount to like building a life with a person. You need to fucking understand the other person. And
Yeah, but I'm just.
and that
you
takes
just
a
wanna
decade.
chill
It takes like a
sometime.
decade to fucking figure that out, dude. Like I have that with my friends. I have friends that I've known since I was 11 years old, and still sometimes I'm like, that's
still
fucking
have-
wild that you did that. Like
but
I
you still
would
have to
never
stand
see
your
that coming.
ground, Sean.
Yes, no, we're not talking about compromise. No, you don't have to stand your ground because there's an
Some things you
understanding.
die for.
But when you come to an understanding of like where you both stand in your relationship, in the world, like what you're working towards.
Yeah, like you're the
That's what's-
bitch. I'm the man. And you fucking do what I say.
No,
And you pull a gun every
All right,
time.
what about you?
that's
How
not
do you
even.
feel about
That's
all
not even
this?
interesting. It's not even fun to be like this. It's not even like fruitful to be like that.
What?
Being an overlord of everything is just like giving over to a blind authority. Like, oh well, I think I should do this because everybody says I should. No, you don't need to do that.
I like getting getting girls to like me that I never talked to.
Dan wants
Oh,
to
you
put a
gotta have
woman
that-
in a crate.
Dude,
Boxing
what?
Helena. Dan should watch the movie Boxing Helena. It's about a
Dan
guy.
wants to put a woman in a crate,
Yeah, I mean, you
which
know,
is the house.
no, I just want it to
The
be
house
like
is like a crate for a woman.
yeah, nah.
Dude,
How do you navigate them waters? I don't know.
You find somebody that you actually really care about, and you don't want that because
I don't have that right now. Dude,
No, I know-
anytime
I know
look at a
that.
chick, I'm like,
Yeah,
I
but
don't want to
dude,
I don't want to put my cum in you and make a baby.
a good
That's what
wo-
I think.
a, dude.
What if
A good woman will make you a better man. Like that is
Yeah.
that's the reality.
I'm perfect. I don't need anybody right now.
You could be
You
even
know?
more perfect, Dan.
I don't want to be.
That's
I'm
but that's
chilling,
the
dude.
reality.
I'm watching
A
Barry.
good
I'm playing music
Dan.
all day. I fucking smoking the J's.
And
I'm-
you got to be able to walk past a bedroom and feel a heat trail. Okay, and let the natural pheromones take place. Okay, you understand?
the heat trail.
Good God,
Yeah.
what's that woman
It's
putting
like you're
out?
playing
It's like
Arkham. It's like you're playing Arkham Knight, right?
You
you
got
go
your
into
red
detective
Vision on
mode.
and there's a trail.
Yeah, you go into detective mode and you see the trail.
Yeah. Like, Dan, you don't have your detective goggles.
Oh, I don't
Honestly,
have. I don't have.
How often do you guys get rejected? Like how often? All of you.
Never. No,
How
I'm.
often do I get rejected?
I live in an.
Rejected sometimes.
Listen. I have found out recently that I live an anomalous lifestyle with my wife. I had no
that's
idea.
Crazy.
I had no idea. I'm like, oh, dude, you guys don't get blowjobs anymore? Like, what? That's fucking weird. What are you talking about?
Look at Ryan. Look at
Like-
Ryan's face.
Yeah, I do.
Ryan's face. Ryan's
Like,
face.
Not,
So-
not
like-
lately.
your chick doesn't
Oh,
just
yeah.
like drop to her knees and give you a blowjob like at the drop of a hat because you're like, hey, like, you know, that doesn't happen to you guys. They're like, no, dude. I was just
Mike,
like,
Mike,
okay.
Ryan,
No,
are you-
I won some sort of sexual lottery. In fact, I am the person that's like, yeah, not right now.
Sean, this is not one of your late nights. Let somebody else talk.
I apologize.
What do you
Sorry.
mean you had to explain?
The people need to
Fucking
know.
rip
The
it.
people need to
I'm
know
trying to get to see if you're you
how
got this
good I
rare-
got it. I do like this.
You got it good. You
I'm
do
trying
got
to.
it
I'm
good.
trying to explain the anomaly. I didn't understand that this was such an anomaly.
Yeah, I don't get it like that.
Okay, Mike. How often? Once a month? Twice a month?
No. No, less.
Wait, no. Are we talking about sex or are we talking about
45.
blowjobs?
Yeah,
No,
sex.
blowjobs.
Blowjobs.
So, like,
Okay. So say in a year.
Yeah.
Okay, you've been with Maritza for what, like 4 or 5 years? 4 years?
Long time.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Fucking
Yeah.
long time, dude.
Okay. So what is like your yearly blowjob intake?
Okay, what was like first year? Was there a lot of blowjobs, and then it's been slowly?
No, there was never a lot. It was
So
never
this,
like.
this is not a. So this is already. You've been consistently.
Supply and demand.
steady. Yeah.
Then you need to bow up and you'd be like, listen, I work really hard. Sometimes
The
I
fucking
just want
supply lines are fucking. Really
I just want a blowjob and then I want to go to bed.
I've been dealing with COVID since 2017. Just didn't know it. It was like, violent.
Yeah, but it makes it more. I mean, it makes it. You know.
No, I mean
an
that's.
event.
What are you,
Right,
Ryan?
what about
Listen,
you?
You get a
Like
blowjob.
a year?
Yeah.
Oh, probably like 10.
10 a year.
No,
That's
no,
not
wait.
bad.
Are we
That's not
saying?
bad.
Are we saying just blowjob? That's it. That's all of it.
Listen, Dan, if you ask enough times, you hit.
No, what I'm saying is like.
So if you
only
ask every day, all day, you will hit at some point.
No, like it. But what I'm saying is like, are you saying it's just a blowjob for you?
What?
That's what a blowjob is, just for you.
I wouldn't. I don't really like just doing that.
Okay, so you're saying like, so for foreplay, you only get a blowjob 10 times
Yeah,
a year?
like that's a jog around the track.
Oh, that's like every time. If we're talking about sex, if we're talking about
Yeah,
having sex,
that's
like
Every time.
that's
I'm
like-
not fucking selfish.
that's literally
You gotta
no, dude.
warm up
Well,
the
no,
fucking,
hold on. You gotta
you know.
you gotta be if you gotta reciprocate, dude. Like if you
Yeah,
receive, you
goes
gotta
from
give, dude.
9.
What is
I
this?
have found
What
out,
is this?
dude. Like so many people in my life, I've found out like how are ungenerous lovers, and I didn't.
Dude, I know. I
You're-
hear that all the time.
You're like,
This feels like a fucking segment on The View.
listen, this is important
This
stuff
is
for
some
young men
fucking
to hear.
E-News hot
This
gossip.
is, dude. This is important stuff for young men to hear. Listen, if you want to get fucking blowjobs on the reg, you got to be willing to do the work. You got to be willing to
yeah.
go downtown yourself. You got to be
Yeah,
willing.
of course.
You got to do it. Like that's just part
Okay.
of the game. But like for me, that's like, dude, like I fucking love every aspect of the experience. Like so, I'm like a full rounded individual. Like so, every time at bat, it's very rare, unless like
So
I have
fun.
to
How many do you got?
a year,
Yeah. Yes,
No,
I don't know.
100,
hold on.
100.
100. No, are you saying?
Okay.
Wait, but are you saying just that includes
Ridiculous.
just sex and blowjob?
No, if I were just to say just a blowjob, just a blowjob, which I have been told
Period.
I could have every day if I really wanted it.
Right.
These words
I
have been
doubt
spoken to me.
Nobody can fucking follow that.
No,
through.
some girls like to suck dick, like just the way it is.
Oh.
And if you can get one down, they're not sucking other people's dicks. You're
Yeah,
you
but
go
then
win the
again,
lottery.
who really wants a blowjob every day? Like that's a
They-
lot of fucking
That's
blowjob.
a
They
lot
get
of blowjobs.
tired of it.
Do you really get tired of a good blowjob though? Have you had a good blowjob? Like I don't know if you've had a good blowjob. If you're like, well, you know, I could eat pizza every day, Ryan. I love pizza. Like
But pizza will kill you. Blowjobs won't. You see the difference?
blowjobs free you from your prison, your mental prison.
Yeah.
Really get to clear
Yeah.
your mind out. I literally have a joke. And
Oh,
she doesn't care. She doesn't care if I tell this stuff. I will literally sometimes as a joke, I will shake her hand and say thank you, then pull up my pants and go away. As a joke, it's a joke.
It's a semen receptacle.
It's a joke,
Yeah.
but it's also real. You know,
No,
That's,
dude, it
that's
would- it
pretty
would- it
fucking
would be-
eco-friendly of you. That's recycled.
that's what I
Yeah,
said.
dude, it would be pretty funny if you would like when she swallows, you just pull like on her arm. And it's like whoosh, you make a little flush sound, and then you like walk away. That would be a good one for next time. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Thank you, cum receptacle, and just like.
Well, you gotta have fun with it, dude. You gotta have fun.
Okay.
Like your sex life has to be fun. It has to be like part of like what you enjoy about each other. Like that is.
But you
it's,
gotta have lulls to have the highs.
you know, you're not wrong. Like if you're in a long term relationship, obviously it's not like that every single day.
So
but
you guys
like,
have never pooped on your lovers. You guys never just decided
No.
to pop. spot
no
on 'em?
Cleveland
I'm not a big
steamers in this
fan
house.
of feces.
No Cleveland steamers.
Yeah, I'm
in
not
this
gonna do
house.
that either, Dan. That's fucking weird, man.
Like
You're just
how
a weird
far?
guy.
How far would you go? How far would you go for the person you love? That's all I want to know.
What do you mean?
How far would you go for the person you love?
What are you talking about?
Like if your significant other was like shit on my chest, it's like the thing I've always wanted.
You like put like a fucking saran wrap to catch it though. She just wants to feel the heat.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
You even for the person you love, you wouldn't just like.
Yeah.
I would.
definitely
I would.
do that.
I would.
It's disgusting.
100%.
I can't.
The person that I love,
do
I've been
that.
with them for years, and they
You
were
know,
just like, "Yo, shit on my chest." I'd be like, "You know what? I think this is gross. It's not my
Sure.
thing."
That's a slippery slope to pig poutine.
Yeah.
Well, at some point, Ryan, we all become pig poutine.
Yeah. I guess if you.
I'm not doing it.
All right. What about peeing on them? Would you pee on them?
Like
No.
if somebody like legitimately asked me, like, okay,
They
my
were
wife
cold,
legitimately
you know,
asked me,
necessary.
legitimately says, "I've always wanted to be peed on." Yes, I would do it. 100%.
I've done it. I've done it. I've peed on somebody before. They asked me.
The only thing
let
I
it
won't,
out.
the only thing I won't do, like, I don't want to be pegged, and I don't.
Yeah.
I've had offers of rim jobs. I'm like, nah, like I
Oh,
just,
so
Oh,
great.
great.
So great.
yeah,
Rim
but
jobs are
I don't trust
amazing.
myself because it always comes at that moment when it's like 3:30 in the morning and you've been drinking and like you're not prepared. You know what I'm saying?
You're greased up down there.
Like you don't know what's going on down there. You're like, listen,
Yeah.
like I
Yeah,
don't.
If they're willing, if they're willing,
I gotta-
Yeah, let them fuck around and find out. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true. It was like,
Like
you
if
made
you
this
want to
bed.
play with, you want to play with a gun, you might get shot.
This
Well,
is
dude,
Charles
no,
Territories,
like,
that just adds
listen,
more flavor
Listen,
to the kit. You know what I
it's
mean?
nice to live.
Oh,
It's nice and
Ryan.
it's nice to live.
Kidding.
It's nice to live in a paradigm where I don't like. You know, a lot of men like step out of their marriages and stuff like that, and a lot of times it has to do with like sexual frustration or their wife being frigid or their girlfriend being frigid or whatever. Like I just don't ever. I've never had that, and I don't ever see it coming on the horizon. So I'm good to go. Like I'm
I
good
just
to
saw
go.
An article header for I don't know, like The Hill or something. That said that affairs improve marriages.
Yeah, affairs improve marriages.
Yeah, that's called
I've
called
read that.
propaganda. Like that's
Yeah,
it's
that's
not-
called the.
that's
Okay,
that's propaganda.
okay, so-
That's propaganda. That's like literally
All right,
corporate propaganda.
would it be cheating if you did it in VR though?
Well, do you mean it? Do you mean it, Dan?
Do you mean it? No, I'm just saying. Okay, let's say you could put like a fleshlight thing on your dick,
Porn is fucking.
and they can hold like a dildo.
I think that
and
would
then, like,
that would
it
be that,
transfers-
yeah, that would be
count?
some sort of weird transhumanist like cheating, yeah.
But like, no, I mean, it might be cool though.
Like cuz like, you know, like my wife doesn't care about porn.
That's all it is. It's just porn.
Not if somebody's on the other side like with
She
intention.
wouldn't have to know that. She wouldn't have to know that. Just be like, oh, dude, it's Linda, the fucking
Well,
robot.
if
AI.
if I know then she knows cuz my wife watches porn so she would know.
I guess so.
pornography. Not a good thing.
Well, it can get out of hand.
You should like have to work for it.
Well, porn?
Yeah.
You think it'd be something you earn like you earn porn bucks?
It's too accessible.
No, I don't disagree.
Even
with you there.
I grew up in a time where porn wasn't like that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was like, public viewing events.
I was up at 2:30 in the morning, like printing off shit in yellow on our family printer, so I could take it up to my room to jerk off.
Dude, that's legendary. Dan used to hide his pornography in my bed.
I used to hide. Sean hid it under mine first, and then
No,
I
I
transferred.
didn't. I never
Yeah,
did
so
that. Never hid it
Swear
under your
on
bed.
my life. Swear on my life. I don't know who put porn under my bed, but it was a hustler, and it was a couple other things. And it was,
Oh.
It was like advertisements for call lines and
and
prostitutes.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
a,
that's
it
always
was a
the thing,
devil
yeah.
chick getting fucked in her butt. I'll never forget, by the devil. It was in under my bed one day. I opened it up and then I found it. So what I did
You're welcome.
is like, yeah, that was sick. It was awesome.
I probably
So then-
jerked off in your room and then threw it under your bed.
Probably. And then I found them, and then what I did is I popped off the bottom of underneath our sink, and I fucking threw them under there for a little while, but it was getting a little moist. So I cut a hole in my twin mattress, like in the frame, and I hid them under there. Dude, I bet there's that mattress out there somewhere. That just
Fucking
like,
end up in my mattress with the same slash marks.
Oh, then I might have maybe I swapped them as a tactical move. Mom was getting suspicious. You know.
You never
know.
You
And
never.
it, like, it wasn't the most awesome, like not suspicious place. It was like the first corner you see where the hole was. So all you had to do is lift up the fucking mattress.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Like a giant
But it
hole.
was- Yeah, like a giant hole, and
All
like
right.
there was nothing but just like literally probably like 200 or 300 pages of porn in there and like videos, and it was sick. It's a porn treasure trove.
All right, we got 90 seconds. Final words. Final thoughts.
Bye, bitches.
Patriots are
Do
headed in the
drugs.
right direction.
Okay, Michael, what's your final thought?
Peace, everybody. Have a good day.
Come hard, come deep.
Oh.
Okay. And we'll see you guys next week for another excursion into our personal lives. We're gonna be coming hard. We're coming so hard tonight, boys.
Done.
All right.
Made it this far, it's done.
If you made it, I'm literally gonna call this episode "All the Good Stuff's at the End." Anyways,
Yeah.
goodbye.
Probably is. Fucking Patriots. That was a fun game. That was a